It's a good morning. The best breakfast show in the Caribbean. It's okay. 101.7
All right, Abu Sanford on Swaba Pawasama Enum. 5 minutes after the hour 7 on this day, Saturday, 9th May 2026. And our parents so ya de nasi Ade Akye Abia and ya de ma hatamu nkumachi. Adumura ya kra ne ya bofo. Ya kra ya nipadua ene ya honhom hwesofo. Sa na dumara kwa. Wama enenso so atu yen ewo enkwam ne ahodi mu. Bringing us to the end of another week. Now watch ya shase enra ene na watch pepepe. Wadoma boa yen ama ene eye na watch na wieye. Nyame ya adoma watch na eye na watch fofra shase. Erinti anopa yi ya de nase Ade Akye Abia ene ye de ma no. Anese wan hwe yen fom so se ne yende. Na wama de panso so achi yen ama na watch ba konso so akwa pra ba beto yen asomdwe mu a. Ya de urade ase ede ma obi bia nkwa. Titru ni okay 101.7. Ashafo ni etiefo pepiankoma mu wa ekirikiri ne benchere. Mu wo ehum ni aham. Ya de urade ase de ma obi ankwa. We are thanking God for the gift of life. Enya nkwa enkwankwa na mom enkwa pomuden ya hodin wom. All thanks and praise to his holy name. I was from Chief Captain Field Marshal Hine Nana Kwame Ammo. And I no pay some new Shia Woke 101.7 FM Swa. Now a Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition. May 9th edition. Now talking about May 9th, and there been the Kai or minor. What do you remember? What does today remind you? Today in history, today in Ghana's history, and the May 9th or the Kai. And I would your mammy watch him walk about first of all to Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition on this day 9th May 2026. So back a May 9th, there was a disaster at the Ranch Embassy or Maimua. Yan so that I expect to say a best answer because you see and Yamian Munie. Na asefem na ahomete May 9th disaster.
Do we have some God people in the house? Do we have some God people in the house? Come on, listen.
Today in history, over 126 football fanatics, 126 supporters, 126 football fans, and a very woman when Accra House of Folk and the Krobia Santo Kotoko. Ghana, your boy, ya bubu yan and say, on May 9th, 2001. Or in the Jan Stadium, a Accra Sports Stadium. And I start to rent me see, I'm right. Benjamin wants to be about referee, and now original grown him. Infringement to be our GA supporters need your life. Says you move to Tunkonya to Tunkonya. Tunya Mako Park and so. Police are now above and were compelled from Betutia gas. And the people were running for their lives. There was a a stampede. We are saying 126. And we move from It's regarded as Africa's worst stadium disaster. See, exactly several years ago today, 2001, as MEC, major disaster. It was a major disaster. No wonder it is regarded as Africa's worst stadium disaster. Still, Nipa 126 hour mo hero wa monko no. Ye ma wo mo ya dem refer due. Kwanso kuse. May they continue to rest in perfect peace. Yes, was a refi. See ati ya na ma refi. But regardless, still no stadium hooliganism. Still no akwana ekos. Uma yenyayi. Yenyana faso bi aniso. Already now pay Chief Captain Field Marshal Hinenana Kwame Amo together with Isaac Opoku, Abigail Ashley, woman of faith, and Isaac Kwame Usi Diomi, producer at large, Yakabu Maya Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition ye brew. So we are streaming on our social media platforms so most especially YouTube and Facebook, very active. And now come on in so we are doing as we do. Now weekend special edition of Ade Akye Abia. We take a closer look and a casual look. And someone now watching SCC I born come radio, television so. Na ya bon nsem nachi ebi a uti bi wanti ni yie ebi so uti ni yie baraba so ba na meja paye ebi a na uti kwan ebi a waso ye hye wo ye busy ama going to me and nsem wa esi ye na watching mu reason why Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition wo ho ye mo nsem nachi ye bon nsem nachi kama and then again yani abedwafo nso besi nkonwa na ensem no ni ya kan fitia na no dwada besi enro yina no weekend special edition of Ade Akye Abia so ene ye bo nsem ni na po yes ye bo nsem ni na po ni apensem ni na aduagubre ansa ne ewura na wotwe foforo mu ene nti we the last show ni I mean the last political show of the week. Yeah man, the last political show of the week. And in some na no ya beboabo anu anopai na ya peninu agubre ya beboabo anu anopai na ya bono po no carry over into next week. All right, for the drama. Are you ready for the drama? 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 Come on, hey, I try. Come on, everybody, let's go. Come on. Hey, come on, everybody, I try. Come on, I try. Yeah, I try. Come on. Everybody, now, let's go. All right, I was on phone tapping. We're joining live on OK 101.7 FM. So, and never minute a year, Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition. I'm watching Wakwaba. Take a seat and let's have you. My bar Facebook, my baba Behu. Henry T. Henry T. Joe Jr. Say, good morning. I'm following you up from my residence in Cardwell. Last one, good to know. Esio Edifrikwa Winter, so greetings to Mercy Aqua, Emmanuel Aqua, and Emmanuel Aqua Jr. inside Connecticut, USA. So Esio came this morning with greetings to some family members and loved ones. All right.
Okay, FM 101.7.
No, but Ade Akye Abia. All right, Abusan Fonti, Yankaka, Yaho Kakra na Yanshe. Na watchi, and some be a CC ye ewo, and Sanam. We are bedun komo. All right, Dinty. Me a short by now, what? So, one tea, dear, and ye said ye gun. Traditional council. Afibia ye wura mebusumi mua. Wamu ya mamre ni amanye. Edi ye homowo afasha kese na wa too. Na mamre ni amanye no eye ban on drumming and noise making. Monday no. And the 3rd of May. And a chassis. PRO of AMA. Waboy and Como said they are feeding no.
Ban on drumming and noise making na chassis. They be no playing of drums, be who the loudspeaker na air bonfire and also who the preacher this time around no yen pete ye beti bibisa apin so yenianom Muslims no so no this time around no yen pese ye beti bibi say omu yusu omu hon so no e de ye announcement bia e de ye bia even uti ka mu kra na e hia communities under the Grand Traditional Council e hia fiti AME. The communities are AMA zone now. It is covering all communities under the Grand Traditional Council, from Gamashin, Eba, all the way to Kolebu, Mamplubi, Connaught, Kandishin, those areas in now, all the way to Kaswa. But we munina kahu pokwasi a okay so e kahu nti omunina e kahu e be share Grand Traditional Council na say afidie momaye no sonko ene se na muhu enso yi asase se eto no kra e chese kwan ebie ama asase ne bie e beboa ama omo wa ye bebedi no peacefully asase so ajo.
All right, so that was the Accra Metropolitan Assembly PRO. Said they were chere ensemu na no Edwada no okay 101.7 FM. Then now what you so na be pie say afase bia say afase no call the Caribbean countries and Caribbean nations no na wo moye, especially Jamaica na Safa say Carnival Kingdom Festival. Mrante ni mababa mani meme ina bo wo ho adija kwatre kwakra bia nhwe do be se bibi nso a ana do be hu ye mobo se bibi nso a sebi no for pieto bodies eno kra no enkova bibia no wono a hu bibia sebi no for no so de ane obe hu bibia na sebi o maya asenso wo mde bibi fia bia kata ho. I say, Tama na yeko school no uniform no aya pocket na ya na boy kokoso no ketua bisa de crest no farms no enu bi na bonse farm wo mahim na. Can you believe say ya tete ha ya dance na gu abonten sense nkran monten so Caribbean nations yi adehye baga na ha ebeye sa festival ni bi wa ha na the malam blow ya kra ne say Catholic Bishops Conference ana de krata ba ye be condemn ya na wo mu bisa se e wo say ye pani ehunu omoma sa nkrofo no permit mo be ye de omo ye no. But before that na asen south in Rasebedwani Honorable Reverend John Intim Fojo what kire wo man say bibi say ba because even before it happened ya ma ya adwuna nko ho we took it as business as usual nti ye institute measures bia to curb that. Na asefem kra sam ne se omoba ye no won be ye ade no ku MPO omu wie ya wo mu free ha call wo mu krom no enom se asese omu gya egum. Reverend John Intimfojo,
a group of foreigners, one free Caribbean, the minimum free Bahamas, Barbados, Jamaica, and then the other things and we shall be doing one Caribbean islands. No, the one buy a beer crown flag, beer crown my flag, and no more the Omoyan, and no more a honor dear, a more quarter, a for Fida, Awadia Tumudada, but the any hand, you need to be sent to. Now, before being so, any kind of food being so calm. Now, share a May Sabia, a Taren across one stepping pancake. No way you almost a man months to say. Now, opening Nam and Camontains who soup. There was no any other say AI. Copim said, you won't be who soup police station. Nick a gun for police for Emma escort. A boyum, a yet your mope, a was also more, a Ghana street so. You're more free any tear. You're penny for any tear. The payment, I buy penny Bianca hungry. The more about because apart from all, meaning any other media station, Corona, I had no worry to say. The course will not change into no.
All right, so, and now you be sir, Reverend John Intimfojo Senti. Say no, Abanasa, Diana was here.
And the first people to question, Ministry of Tourism, say, Minister, no, Madame, that is why I commend Cali Bishop Conference, statement, my issue. No. As only by I issued a statement on X Twitter, me tweeting. Said the course and try immediate investigation. Now ye me say this. Why in the ma woman permit? Why in the G2 plus 1 mayors are a person anywhere? Now why impo and a police permit the ma woman. Now police permit you know actually the crime. Police is for a group on. So now who permit now will sign and now we name at the cry woman. Now who call ye now who police me now my escort. Once we name the way and law enforcement agent. Now name the Ghana grossly indecent act Tiano. Now who said no now Ghana. I didn't want to penny officer. One of my permits a member now me buy the Mabiguni meant to us one. Did any such call go on? I will be this call so why in the act here? Report dying on what they call it. If they didn't file any report and almost years they have to be suspended. They have to be arraigned before court because they are incompetent. When we are competent, a human a criminal act and a whole for the Sabia.
All right, so anya bia no nti dia wa maba ye honorable e won sunsun so bi wo man so
you see yeah I said the bian fire one sunsun so ne no me bebre na de ba o man so akoso mo de asi ho no mo bian fa ne class awo because nyankopon no wonam na so ne wo akam bia now fees when you 2 minutes no say enyoma ensem fata enyoma asase no epo eti e na de ba bi gura asase ne so be kira wo hu say ekiwade bi dia beka no ento so be ye bibia ke kane ho mo na sa memo na ji unsam we fi so bi na abo bia but e wo kasa so wonyo me dia want to yi South Africa manti mienu ba Ghana e pe gina independent act nim empenifo so mo enwom aban penifo the ministers so mo enwom e fi say wo mo anu ye campaigns san wo mo ye video number of days for Ghana obi anye wo mo he e mo san ko e
all right so hu komo sa wo hwe yen ana se wo tie yen a obetimi de wadwenkyere afa the social media platforms a wo do no so na ya kenkan dia mawo na obeka yi a na watwemi enum ni na Ankani Gihok Chief Executive Officer Kofi Ghana Dewu Kofi Juma Yoko eto nsa frɛ no ko ye na ya arrest no na ya bɔ ho nkɔmɔ na watwi onade ache bia yeko Poyando a ye communication director edema NPP amanyoko no asantimantemu yene ni kodi nkɔmɔ bisa no se na owura Maxwell Kofi Juma this week ye ka say owen
unia da su shemu unia eda su shem me wafa eda so da Kolebu ICU intensive care unit ya didn't do Kolebu ICU no we develop ulcer e kro kakraka abetoni yam ansana the underlying conditions so no wo any hypertension any diabetes so no drew escalating figures also no dia no ni dada also no dia from Tuesday no be pay me awadana o man said that man dia no papa bi aba na ndie no e no na akofa sa yare we abre no but hypertension any diabetes today dia e won ne ho dada a te da dia no special endura on no a o de echo a we so aba be ka ho and me say we take 55 nim o mo review echo 65 it is 650 billion and they are two workers. They are two and Pudo Abusia Penny. So, let's say the Moratano, only Maso Cofijuma said, Maso Cofijuma and Twa Uba Kumase and Twa Pudo Busumana or Abusia Penny, any Maso Cofijuma anymore. What do we have in their house? You're betting in their house. She said, well, we are Papa the bedroom, no. What could be a Papa that castle? It must have completed we here, or the society. Or more boy ran the bedroom, or be a player that castle. I said, the egg, yeah. The black army what you Kulebua, Mama, and keep it away from you. I can say, yeah, I said the Hobertono, no matter Fanako, Yoko, Abra is giving me a great condition.
And you, bare condition, no. And ye be say, na. Yewra Maxwell Kofijuma obeye Gihok Penipay wasanso aye emrase bedwani MP ewo Askwa pen woni agapade bia ebetumi asom Baileys ka no
wa pedi ho anya o dan wa Accra e na o bi wo Kumase na agapade o wa no Accra ne Kumase ne dan mi asa Kumase je atonsu ubaluwa nkodu ahin bia Accra dey to what hypocrisy want is Lagos ne cantonment ibi hypocrisy asa say ya en ka president is to e tu balu ni mi edukura no wa he endru ahin bia e no ni issue no we ya okodi ye ne dia no say nipa na omo ye 150 wogi work no obo mo dia mo mu kodru 600 eti nipa ye na nkasa wo bakofia kumem nipa ye say ye mu nipa na do ye o ti ase say school fees ya wo tia ni ade o wa kuma pa e magana fo o wa kuma pa ma MPP o be sumu ye na hwe nka bra ma so covid ma bra pa eti gadi wa ko ne wo ti ade ne ko el satan papia control sa enya amanie Wakwato sa enyamanie hwede ye de ne famu eti na japade de woni bisa ne tan ye tunda minim Accra ne Kumase eno so so nkoti ahibia wo le pa ne le pa ene omo de le enya asem kitwa eno so so malu abrapa me say ya na obenya afrati de wo bakwa me bo say ne bibe ma
all right so away from Maxwell Kofijuma Kofigana de wins and some no samobeka ya was it last 2 weekends and fashion show because so Kumase Emma Ashanti regional minister amwakoyene any other empeniphobia wo mo abam on the night no moka models no ho na ne na ebisa poyando say program kese say ekoso Asante na hinkru na Ashanti regional minister kura center adini bi enenam walkway no so e model na program na course no ada na wanko jata ade ni bi pa na wanhye sanse Paul Yando pa nam walkway his pa na se o modela ke enye yi kra
oba ye de o ya no mu ti se o the fashion show na abasoa Traza ya pam se minister aye ne to pampe nyazam ketwa botokra na ba mi tiase ayiri ne to pampe na be head ye watch and work on wo san ade a wo ye wa ha no no wonye bibia gata kra wonye bibia de wa ye minister ye de me no wa ya wa so sa pray ni pa one plus obo aduane abedi jaza wa de no wa ya wa pray me no ndinka fashion show ntare minim de ode asise so ode apia gum wonye o uhun sa wonye obetimi de apia gum ntare nim ama ko drew stage wa ohun fa be fa wo no etimi de ofre me mpuabo aka me nko wonye o uhun sa no uni ni dia go wa ye de o de be ye uko de na tare so ode apia be gum ama wani magu ase.
All right, that was for Yando or your communications officer the ma Osinamanyoku NPP was anti-mantamu. We are still looking at and some were making headlines this week. Ewa Ghana hasi. Ya boy transana ya ne amanyosemu padi hunu for atnase na ya bobo nsam no happen in Yagubre. 2 minutes after 7 adiachi bia weekend edition on OK 101.7 FM. Enra ɛna yɛnkwada no wɔn kɔ JSS no wɔn de na wɔtwe baako nsɔhwɛ akwantuo no kɔ ne wieyɛ afi BEC they started on Monday enra enom de ba ne wieyɛ na Monday na wɔn hyɛ ase no Honorable Haruna Idrisu a wɔyɛ education minister ɛkɔ atoyɛ mantamu schools ɛwɔ hɔ on the very first day a wɔn hyɛ ase no kɔhyɛ nkwadaa no nkuna emra na wɔn ayɛ ready ɛtwɛn wɔn question papers any answers. He said this.
Good morning. No, sit. Are we all set? The index numbers are on. Yes, sir. So just take it easy. This is very normal. It's just a test of what you've been learning. Nothing will be taken off syllabus for purpose of the questions you answer. There will be questions you have learned on your experience and you have studied before. So no need for panic, Don't be emotionally stressed. Just be yourself and give out your best. We will work to improve our computerized system. Where is it? You're hiding from me. Thank you. So all the best. All the best. All the best. Okay, so thank you. Are you ready? Okay, all the best. Okay, so we wish you one.
Okay, so Education Minister Haruna Idrisu ne atene nka no. Na edwada no a wo motro English ni wieye no. Ensamtrofo ne school nkura ne betwetwe nkomo. After the first paper, which was English. Now, Nkomoko say.
Now I feel happy because now I'm going to follow my dream school. So now I'm happy, and you see, we are jubilating. I recording, we are jubilating, and we are happy. We will, but the question are not hard. Although it's 2018 question and 2017, but it's not hard. We need it, and our invigilator school, let's try. English, the first paper. It was the first day and it was the first paper too, because we didn't understand some question. But all of the papers, we made it. The school I'll be going is according to my grade. But to me, I think the age school like Achimota, Legon Pusek, that's the best school for me. And if my grade 2 is good, I'll be moving to South Africa for a further education.
And then other students and so ekasai after the first paper on the first day.
What about you? All right. So you are done with the English paper. How did it go?
Oh, you can go fine because you can write. Let me read some small thing. You can write it.
So what about you? How did the English go?
Okay, but I write.
You just feel free and talk. English no go say.
Okay, dear. But me think clearly.
Okay, what you mean? Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. Before English, yeah, now man for can't say before say BC Senate. Obey no say no see who.
But I have for you.
Yes. Then man have.
Question on the buy. Me sharing anything.
It will wait me a kai ba could be cry. Which my question about could be our survey. English movie and Yanchi be asked, and the question Ben Abia a buyer is okay. And I wrote,
them know of goes.
Well, if you want.
Hey, I made you. What got trouble of who says, see, we may be so. Now, got Troy, no, the end now can you as memory of ghost. Hey. A measure time. But I say, when Nubian Pacho. Jesus, too.
How about you? All right. So you are done with the English paper. How did it go?
Oh, you can go fine because you can write. Let me read some small thing. You can write it.
So what about you? How did the English go?
Okay, but I write.
You just feel French.
English. How did you go? You can go fine. How did the exam go? I say you can go fine. I said my baby. Examiners in the moment. All right, so now what you use so? My men come constituency. We Jagbawi. Now we Jagbawi. Adisia wa titu ni abatan ene papafo. Bebre ekuta placards eye demonstration. Na we Jagbawi de ontante we Jagbawi nka. Sanse ni pete constituency won pe wo mo ho asem, o mo mpe mo ho asem kra. We Jagbawi nanka se won se asase ne da ho serene. Oh, yempe ye ho asem. But na what you dey Adisha we Jagbawi eji guy. Na ni na ne say Children's Hospital abafudie bi ayesi ewo Akawe Hospital ewo Malam Makati Junction Akawe Hospital ewo Makati traffic light wa na ura Akawe na otu ani hwe top ono a yesi Enkura Hospital a okwa abrochira ubehu bi yesi awie manfidie gum bade yemie eno na de se wo Jagbawi ente ho ase a wo mo ye ho demonstration no na one of the demonstrators ekasai
afeni ya starting so wa mbia no ma ya obehu de to aso because ye makwan kra ye makwan e ma hospital we enkangam enti ye ba no pa ya e ye boko o me bi hospital na ma ya how many minutes and be taken from the first minister of health aba be e for hospital no o to position some men wanka and some men complement and gather wanka ah ye be hospital ye see hospital say obi afuda ye any se abamba e wasi odwin kola ho any se abamba onyin kola bia ho what I say onyin kola ho so be do mo be sin kola aya sabi am omo na se obi be se mo obi bia no ka mo so aya problem ye ntia se mahama and the minister aminta kando omo be hospital no mai ye dey asema no ye ni omo ni asem say ye mba ya ria ye be ni ba bi no makọ ye ba ya boko bye bye.
We Jagbawi demonstrators no ba ko ene yete ne no na MP awo we Jagbawi eye Jerry Ahmed Shaib one point na Akawe no coincidentally oko hospital oko share ni patient bi a oda ho ena fortunately so unfortunately so a o meet demonstrators no eto yanene kasa ye bisa no about Children's Hospital na wo just uraka we na so hwe dan no ne fe pa ho wo de se dura na jo pa na se wonnam malam interchange ni so a wonnam malam interchange ni so na wotu ani hwe Akawe top no a ubehu se hospital no ho a yasoso enkane na ma writings ni na ye visible honorable ye bisa se na dan na ejapade kama se esi ne constituency yet yentumi mie
Ashada kwa bosi da obe say we dia mmema ko hu abrechi no we ye fesen we ewo a mother's hostel inti maame no kra the moment you deliver or the moment you have a problem your child has a problem and you say oh coffee about e ma baby kra da o de be hwe ba and then you have all they have 3 theaters here. The one theater is directly at the emergency inti baby a buy emergency na ye hwe and so na 2 other theaters. And all the machines, all lab, scanning machines, X-ray machines, imaging. In fact, I have been too worried about the commissioning of this hospital, a children's specialist hospital. And a huge keke. Baby Ashim, and he has 120 bed capacity. What is happening? So I keep asking, what is the reason why we are failing to commission this hospital? Is it because it was constructed in the MPP's regime? I've been here at least 4 or 5 times doing a lot of inspections, saying, the whole thing is complete. When you talk to the contractor, it's complete. When you talk to the minister, it's complete. Then what's the reason for which we are not commissioning this hospital? Why? What is the problem? We don't care about our children. We just want our children to die because of politics. Why? On the 12th of March, I have a message from the Ministry of Health. Say, oh, in a week's time, they were coming to commission it. And then, are you not thinking of the children?
All right, so the Honorable Member of Parliament for Weja Gbawe constituency, Honorable Jerry Ahmed Saib ena yete ne no. Okay, so away from Ade Abia common here bisa. Ministry of Health boy amane say ye the contractor nika and statement bi anenam. The contractor is also saying say onya Ministry of Health obesi wo because wo maka asema to no so enye no kre. We cannot authenticate such statement in there, but that is what is in the space. Ya beba won komo na yahwe. Na asamba ko biemu so na wotwe eba ye abrante bi a ye fe no Charles Emisa. Oye Charles Emisa. Because oye Charles Emisa, obi be bisa say who is he? Abusa wonye obi a oye manyoni, oye celebrity. Oye civilian to some newa. And when ya accident, car accident, near Russia Nicole, police hospital, and then to Kolebu. Unfortunately, oh ya. Am I a power? But some could be so woman new one you mummy. Say, ye pay the cost of the death no. Na a basse. 3-member committee no the basse. Senka police hospital any Kolebu. Yade abrante you call ye ena doctors and nurses active woman here no enka onwu. Now we as a result of excessive bleeding. Moja tu no pa ya attended to him ena ofri mu. Nti eno say onko kroko say it took center stage. Ewo discussions at Chairman General Kwame Sefaka ni abedwafo ye. Na Madam Perpetua Ofori President Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association. Yadene kasa yebisa ne say adana koban say.
How do I say ye duma at the moment are breaking their backs to provide care. Yes, doctors 4 years and nurses 3 years. Young women who are providing health services in this country. Within the years, are we saying they have not saved lives? They have not contributed significantly to service delivery. And at the I was here 3 years ago. The remote cause. I say the health worker is the product of the system. The health worker is the product of the system. And you know, the 1 year investigation committee now almost the same one to establish a primary passage on the case. Now over out. Now about the submitted reports and now the 2 draft. It's enough to say 4 doctors and to say 3 nurses. Now the board will do one after the other. The all can say, women, only a bad doctors, women, only a bad nurses. Now, before who said, where stands professional protection of the individual doctor or individual nurse? This is incomplete here. It is a me a shame or modia. And the action and a kiss you and penny form to do that. Hospitals are no ministers are on my want to say, on my bar, on my director general, on my bar, on my they should be held responsible because within their tenure, then they were not able to establish a good system that can support emergency health care in Ghana.
Madam Perpetua Ofori, our president, the Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association, and yet then Ghana Medical Association, and so Deputy Secretary, Dr. Anane. You bisa one so say, are they slacking on their supervisory role as the body a shesa doctor for the nurse for be performing one more rightful duties or yayare sabia would one because we committee in a report nom the buy na akwa ko wie kura say apomudin ayare for baako son doctors and nurses are it is believed say one no mo ye negligence emba branch na hwere ne nkwan ya suspend wo Dr. Anane
ye need to say oh doctor me no me nurse and midwife baako
ɛna ɔmo anyɛ adeɛ yie ɛne yɛ punish ɔmo kɔ disciplinary processes ɛsɛ ɔmo nyɛ adwuma at the moment a meka sɛ because of the processes na ɛbi sɛ ɛho sɛ wokɔ hospital wokɔ clinic na nyɛ emergency services a sɛn ɛna ɛteɛ nti ɛkyerɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ nnipa nso no ɛna yɛ de mbɛn ɛyɛ good sɛ yɛ take them through the accountability processes but ɛnyɛ nkɛsepa ne sɛ ɛbɛyɛ sɛ problems na ɛwɔ emergency service no yɛn tiɛ ne nkɔ so including the media na yɛn solve that problem sɛ ɛbɛyɛ bi tena aboa ɔman no neɛ ɛsi ɛwɔ charles emita de ɛne deɛ meka kyerɛ sɛ nfeɛ 2008 ɛno nso yɛ public matter yɛka ho asɛm bebree na ne nyinaa ne sɛ it is not well with our emergency medical services nti yɛn nyinaa no we have to fix it yɛfix it a ɛbɛboa yɛn sɛbio woyɛ doctor woyɛ nurse woyɛ lab person woyɛ pharmacist woyɛ journalist woyɛ politician the same hospital emergency service na yɛn nyinaa yɛkɔ yɛn nyinaa yɛ at risk nti yɛfix it a ɛbɛboa yɛn nyinaa deɛ na mɛka saa ne sɛ system biara no result a produce no ɛkyerɛ sɛ system fa na design no sɛ wofa doctor anaa nurse anaa lab person no bi anaa any professional bi wotumi firi Ghana ha ɛkɔ UK Germany US Canada or any of the advanced countries ɛde ne kɔɔ so nkɔyɛ adwuma the output is good and they produce quality outcomes for the patient nti adɛn nti na the same person no ɔwɔ Ghana ha no ma outcome a obɛnya ɛwɔ UK anaa US wonya wɔ Ghana ha the same training na wayɛ ɛkyerɛ sɛ yɛn system no problem.
All right, so Charles Amisa wo etin sensem nie na yanko South Africa. Still now apartheid for no still no o magiga. They say dia brokra bem as o Ghanaian and Nigerian and any African nation citizen na so munsa so mu a wo be ye onyedwa. But Julius Malema one of the freedom fighters ever South Africa. So we need the South Africa politics here. Julius Malema, Nidino, enye for crime. Okasa de fadia kwaso South Africa, and I know obisa one more questions. One more mudisa kukuruku, and Mrentwani akakabensem no.
But let's ask a question. After you marched and say you don't want Zimbabweans, you don't want Nigerians, you don't want Ghanaians, you close shops, you march. Why are you not coming back to tell us the following day that after that march, we expelled 10 Zimbabweans, and out of those 10 Zimbabweans, were able to give 10 South African jobs? There is no such a report. Those are slaves' jobs. They don't pay anything. You want proper jobs. You want a job with a pay slip, with an appointment letter, with pension, with medical aid, and you deserve it. But why are we fighting each other? It is the same people who made us fight each other during apartheid, black on black violence. They sponsored it. The same provinces where blacks were killing blacks during apartheid, sponsored by apartheid government, is the same provinces where blacks are beating blacks today. The script is the same. The right of the script is the same. I'm not going to take a pregnant woman out of a clinic because she's not South African. She gives birth of an African child at the gate, and that child dies. And you want me to do that and be proud and look at my children and say, I'm a proud father after I stopped life, after I killed someone? I will not do that.
Come and see. Nigeria said the omo MPs ejigan won. Wamo ko certain MPs no ko certain na o de yentie ba ko submission.
MTN license be withdrawn, DSTV license be withdrawn. There are Nigerians who can provide those services, and they will employ those who are coming back home from South Africa. Okay, Nigerians, come home. I take over the job of MTN. Nigerians, come home. I take over the job of DSTV. When we hit back, the president of South Africa will not only talk, he will go on his knees to recognize that Nigerians cannot be intimidated, and we do not condone anyone's life being lost. If a crime has been committed under South African law, they have a right to bring any sort of person to justice. But to kill our people as if we are helpless, we are not. By the time we turn in the economy hardship, we withdraw MTN license, we revoke DSTV license. Those people coming from Nigeria, from South Africa will have good jobs to do. Let South Africa continue with their jobs. Then when we have this balance of madness, I believe there will be sanity and we will kick our bilateral relationship in a manner that is a win-win. Right now, Nigeria trade deficit with South Africa. South Africa is the one benefiting. So my colleagues, let not turn this place a place of mourning and crying and lamenting. Let us bite in a manner that they will be the one begging.
All right, so xenophobic attacks was South Africa no ho nkomo no bi any then now watching so Ankane Buffer Stock Chief Executive Officer Hanan Abdul Wahab on ne yire Faiza Seidu Wuni Attorney General Quarter wado makono Attorney General Kobo Quarter man say case no kra onam so do mobile court no wa drop it enti Hanan Abdul Wahab na one ne wife fi so many omutie didim. Immediately they emerged from courtroom to Amnesty Abontin na Iyoko Mua wo mu bio. Say case no a Attorney General de court no a oso wondi akire birim no foforo wo ho. National Organizer de ma NPP eye na B okasa fa asem no ho.
Eni panu what the country review uti ni wie kwampo no obi aka ho asem ma wo dey a certain repressive bill conditions bi beto no so eni panu ko fa se 80 million omro so say in properties ni ade e ma no otwi mu about 3 weeks e ma ebra mu ja no kwa no e ka koso na mu sa chi ne bi e ma no so no o sa be tika ko mu a so be 10 days or so ama e na dia mo de asem na kokoto asem no kokoto ni ma ye di ko ni yekoba from somewhere January ebe ram May ni mu musibire mu no manya dance die foforo bi enti mo proper charges ni na and mo sa right chire mo sa na kwa koto Iyoko honum biom na lawyer for enya access to him eni to mo di card in passport mo di kan freeze ni bibia ana de bia so mo so report bia no report eti se enye boapayo na enye ye wa ban mu nti ye wotumi bombing ti di tietian kwofo fa ahodi so emra no wo ho nti ye be use mra no de tietian kwofo fa ahodi so a no efri fa eti se no mo ya mo sa chi ono na yiri bi mu no Iyoko na lawyer for nya access to him obi ehun no no we ekrimobi bombing and yawo what is going on in this country? And it looks like nobody is talking about this ills being perpetrated by the Attorney General. What is going on in this country?
All right, so National Organizer the NPP Harry Nana watch Nana B and I attend Nana Buadi Nana Buadi achim esium krontin Nana Buadi Amponim Obu Dade the third. Manaze minim say one Dr. Large Mamadou Baumia say omo scores be to settle there I don't know. But Dr. Large Mamadou Baumia miss call. When you miss call.
And I hear that he's going to intensify his campaign. He can go on and do all the campaigns. He can do them in the churches. And I love how General Asiedu Nketia gave it to him with superior intelligence and quick-wittedness. I loved that. He can go to the churches. He can go to the fetish priests and do his campaigns. He can do his campaign even whilst he's making love to his wife. But Eko Siaga. The people of Ghana have made a decision. And even the NPP people themselves have made this decision that come 2028, they will hand him the greatest defeat so that he will go and not be willing to ever come back into politics again.
Atimesium continue Nana Buadi Amponim Obo Dade the third. Anyway, now Manaze exactly a week today, and the SDA Church Abuja do an anniversary. Now penny for 1 month inside the free woman. Bako Dr. Large Mamadou Baumia. MPP flag bearer, and then the chairman of the NDC, the party in government. Yera Johnson, I say, doing Ketia. Now, Dr. Laj Mamadou Baumia, Ekopi SDA for Shimunase. No Kasa, you know. Or they send me to Ja. Say, be a one call SDA for Shimunase. Unim what went on. Dr. Laj Mamadou Baumia.
And then I may buy. Mo kan kyerɛ me sɛ mɛba bɛ me ho asɛ dum ketia wɔ ha General Mosquito but ɔmo se ɔnyɛ but me kɔ a ɔbɛba but me ba no ɔmo ma me message nkurɔfoɔ bi ma me message sɛ me ba na me hu no a me nka kyerɛ no sɛ ɔmo hwehwɛ no na koko ekuafoɔ ɔmo se me nka kyerɛ no sɛ ɔmo die ɔmo ka Cashew ekuafoɔ ɔmo se me nka nkyerɛ asɛ do nketia sɛ ɔmo di ɔmo ka ebro ekuafoɔ ɔmo se me nka nkyerɛ ne sɛ ɔmo di ɔmo ka ɛna soybean ekuafoɔ se me nka nkyerɛ ɔmo sɛ ɔmo di ɔmo ka mmabunu se sɛ ɔmo twɛn 24 hour economy no a 133 no ɔmo bɛnya adwuma no ɔmo di ɔmo ka na Ghana fo nyina se men kan kyerɛ ne sɛ dum so no a mudi aba biom no omudi yenka bebre enti oba momfa sa message no mafa mano mame.
All right, enti Dr. Laj Mamadou Baumia no, and then as to be expected, almost definitely, the chairman of the NDC, Johnson Asiedu Nketia Ete. Into bedru ya wo mo bo na mane se de akosu ni no the response ni
enana me bahai mo kan kire me se me ba be me ho Asiedu Nketia wa ha General Mosquito but omo say onyamba but me kwa obeba but me ba no omo ma me message nkrofo bi ma me message
na enhyiamu bia wɔ ne botae yɛ nim sɛ ba bibia ene ana enhyiamu bia wɔ ne botae enti yɛ nim sɛ ba bibia ene ana enhyiamu bia wɔ ne botae enti upia bonten na uyonko kɔbɔ wantimi amono wabo pasa na uba edi wani bre ebesi wo yere so wo jaade a ejese enye ne kwan so ha eno ntimi nuanom ya basra so eno se minuanom a wo mo adika ba wo mpese wo mo dane asori nhia mu sei ede ya amanyosem no momma mpaye na momfa wo mo bone enche wo mo enti ande ya mpese ya di amanyosem aba besei nyamedwuma kama sei ya mo ahihye enti de o ma ba kanu ya nka ho we.
And we so that's it. Exactly 8. Live on OK 101.7 FM this morning. Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition. And we took a casual look at issues now watching making headlines in the newspapers. It take center stage. Our political discourse, of course, so our radio. Any TV so issues ni bi ni yabo echi ama wo no and Megidi say you are even surprised say ensem ni bo wa wonnim say na watwe crazy wa ha esi wo man mu na watwe ensem koso papa ensem koso I tell you na yentumi nkan ni na anti kakra ena yaje bre abo akire di ama wo no. It's now time to sit with ya bedwafo na ensem ni bia hia se ya peli nuagu bre no ye bo ho nkomo. Ensem ni bia edi se ye bo no pono ye bo ho nkomo. In the studio this morning, Abdul Hamid Zaki, a member of the NPP communication team. Abdul Abeka yensa dada. Ya hwe yin mu se na nasafo ojaba. Oka NDC communication team no ho. Ya hwe kwan so obeba Abeka yensa na ya toa so. But ebia urefia no ebia wonimu a Ade Akye Abia special edition weekend asunie. Alright, nti said American ye no. Yensaka Abdul Hamid. Ewo efia dada nti ye ne nse enkomo twetwe no ase. Onyama che.
Mejoso.
Wajona boko de.
Bibia boko.
Esiesia.
Me dase so se mama me akwenya se me ba ha ene anope na ya bedi nkomo efa ye man hu na ye ni na beti ase se ye chichire o man ne de
Bajo betuna kasa.
Obia ejuma wo se obia ede nenim de na honden ne kakra ono so ewo ebe boa na yetimi chichire o man no na se yewo o man yinum yeto eka ye se so man yi be yi a na efi ye nara.
That's right.
Na che se o man ni be yi a eme ne wo kakra ye de be soso ana ye de be boa ema ye man ni bedu mpempen so a ye nyina ye pe nti media me de se anope maba mbabe contribute kakra meso me wo.
Wonderful. So ya me bono bako afi subsequently no na ma omete last name no ko se name dia ya na enwa ahomete ena your proper name nso nti uba na wabon yi Abdul Hamid Zaki
yeah
ena me ye Zaki Zaki
yes
wonderful
yes.
Wonderful. Okay, so once again, welcome to Ade Akye Abia Weekend Special Edition. Even as a Muslim, I don't know whether utie gospel kakra, especially Jasapon.
Okay, gospel di mitie bi kakra.
Jasapon said that baby aya ota tie fa ho.
No credit ebia mitie radio no mo bo. But me said I need to say.
We me define because and then ya na ya kwa kuja no kwan.
Ye best say erade engine kra nsie ye no mani baby pa entina. But say minim say sanya we yi bre a wo bɔ ne nyoma wo kai amanfo me sure say ono so contribute bi because senior America no Ghana so yo niema pi a eton ye man no ana say yo niema pi so a eka ye man yi bom because sebi senior America no me see obia ye de ne kakra ba e ma man ye yi
sure
this ono so de ne nimdia ana ne gift anyame de ache na ye nyom to ebe boa o man ya ena me sure say oto nyom no so oto di yie ena ne nyom so ya de a amanfo agitu mu yie pa nti se bi yakogya ne kwan dia ene ye besre se rade engine currency baby pa mai.
Wonderful. Anti ne atenike ya Abdul Hamid Zaki okay Abdul mama yensan komotwetwe ase anope na me eja mama yoko da mu believe in bottom up anameboa se mo pe bottom up approach
say sa asemi nchiremu abaye pa
oh David me kan fanya bibia o
okay no meti ase but say since I take his we say you be elect flag bearer first no. But say me say nchiremu.
That's right.
Eba ye pa say eno de na National Council for ene eco decide omo decide sa omo take sa decision efa we hu omo yi date ene sa we no. Nti enye say bia ya sesa system na say senior ye niema but nhihye a den ewo ho enye say bibi significant bia ye den asesa.
All right. Reason why I made the buy no.
Yeah.
It was on the flip side.
Yeah.
Say and the issues now you be can hear people no so.
Yeah.
Free party we believe in bottom up approach here na me say the free as here.
Yeah.
Mami Misa, were you shocked during the week he said the Greater Accra Regional Minister Linda Oklu?
Yes.
Comment I will make I don't know so what say omo issue permit e man crofo is ya dan no. And Mamenka says she made this statement I'm not demolition exercise be ekoso. And then she added say be nipa to me free nipa mu nkosi dan o baby obi na man permit no na omo issue permit man crofo sit dan o baby ani kwanse sit dan no ye chewa ye be transfer from Accra to North na ye do ko North ye do ko no to punish you. Were you were you surprised?
Oh, me kase I was disappointed.
Oh.
Yeah, very disappointed.
Why?
Because me say ya wo me tamale. Ena me tako tamale. Me busange ni a mi fi widana. Ena mama me papa betina tamale. Ena mo mama ne papa nso nyina obi anso fi mama fi Upper East. Baby e frɛ ho Tinzuku. Ena me papa nso efi widana. Eno se wo Upper East. Ba mu nyina betina tamale. Nti ono me sure say minister ne ka north no. Or ka the 5 northern regions o. Nti se bi se mi obi a mi fi ho me chi nyina me tracy ko ho na mate se obi a o chechire man ehun ba bi a mi fi se eye punishment na je se woni made a odi tu amanfo trim na je se odi tu ho se sebe e bia e ho nka Ghana ho ana e ho ye be bia eye din ana se e bia o equity the place to even prison. Yes, because sebe uye bibi ne ye chi ukotumu a ye twe aso. Yes, and that is one of the ways I twe aso, that is to put you in isolation or to put you far away from society. And this sebe not so ebi opeso ka say that place is not comfortable enough for anybody to live. That is why she finds the place as a dumping ground or a punishing ground for officials. Sebe ebe me ya say aban nipa etimi dwensa because wo hwe senior yesi ebu o man na consciously no because say ebia sebe eye baby a enshadam ben center no aban bia ba o try the best say odi mpuntuo ebe ye den ebe ko ho nti sebe ye nim say enshadam du baby a ye pe but o hwe MPP aban ye wo so etimi ye Tamale interchange say Tamale International Airport o hwe sisi a hajj fo no omo 2 feet Tamale straight omo mba enkran na che say aban bia nim say e wo say o ye kakra de e di peja e ho no but say uhu ni say e bia ye transfer obi wo e bia Lands Commission wa Accra na say e bia ko Lands Commission wa Tamale uhu ni say e punishment sebe ufi ho a wo say o ye o ya ena me gidi say enya asem papa but o hwe nso a 2017 minim say okay yewura bia no ye minister K2 minim say okay sa asem na dem say no deputy minister for agric sentema em say o resign because ansem na ofaka okafa nordness no say bi anye amanfo bebre ede ena ono ankasa tena ase hu say asem amaken enya asem a ayede nti honorably no me de medjuma be den ebeto ho ye wo MPP fo mpo a sebe na ye nyina oye ye party ni a oka ya ban ho a omu nyina epie ebe kasa ho papa no resign ye but as at now then ye hu ebia sebe yente hwie mfi aban ne ho
but wa be pache wo
but wa be pache no sebe it doesn't take away how the people will now perceive themselves or how people sitting in Accra will now perceive themselves. Because say senka wa pacho na ebia ekwa enya asem bia senka ye ntena ham en discusses asem we. Aha, nti e wo say wo hu say e asem a sebi obia engine tum e ka say enye proper statement, especially from a minister of state who is being paid with the taxes of the people of the Republic of Ghana. Sebi say you ahemfo akese a omo wo ho ye na ye nim roles omo play na say onu hu ni krom say a dumping ground being equated to prison. Sebi ebe ya nti media mi gidi say onu a ntimi fa na ejuma nto ho a e wo say eti bibi fi aban say aban yin so ba ye omo lanchi bibi omo friend code of conduct.
Yeah.
But several times you hu appointees a omo bu sa code of conduct no
ebi ne wa amwada roma.
Oh Nansenya wote CEO of Ghana Free Zones Authority. Say no kasa. Yes. Ni kasa yin na ye jitum. Ni enim say chief of staff at least obe punishment be or even dismissal or something. Nothing. We only saw say he went to cry before the pastor. I'm not sure it was the code of conduct was just merely a paper that was instituted to just be there and then tears would wash away the sins of people. No. But the code of conduct was there for us to understand, say, a minor mubunu, a serious business, not just a mufagani and serious. But what Shamrana undi mrano sona unko for Debiano Mumbrumrana. Not just Abia, Sebi, Mampenino, Tehono, any nko for no more Jubilee House or more Buano. Maybe appointees news room. Not just say we no bet me aka na wafa ni ho dia. Unim dia obet me subsequently obet me afa ni ho di. Because se nipa dia ubu mra na ye ntwe aso a you get emboldened anamebo. Say nta na mra wo ho. Say be ye che okra it me ka say o first time me ye be ma mild punishment. Osan ye bioma because why you be than ya aso just say we nsua na that time it becomes harsher. But if we keep seeing forgiveness and tears to wash away the sins of people, then I'm not sure we are going to be assured of any kind of serious governance in this country. Inti sebe se mampenyini pese amanfo fa na memu say sebe or ye fem or yese. These are some of the examples of the happenings of or doings of his appointees. I was saying by now statement from the president because President Nankasa no fio obone bra ho ni papa ye regional minister at a time odiakotini wo ho ono ankasa oye efuom wo ho ni NDCCC ampo hwe ampanyimfo bebre nkofo omufi ho na even nkofo omufi north kra sebi both MPP and NDC and even in the history of this country we have a lot of northerners omo play key roles not just in politics oko even football oko so many areas oko finance oko just name it. You see respectable people who have contributed so much to this country. I'm not sure say Sebi Abedi Pele etinifie ebeti sa same way na ni aje because we need contribution of Abedi Pele to this country and downwards and even in politics both MPP and NDC. So for me, I expected say the president or the chief of staff would have taken action on this matter, especially this one. This one.
Ntinka action no and ye boss asem we po na yes na gina ye. Ntinka action ye mode ben.
Sebi ombe yinedi. Oh yes. Say obit me onwa e kan asem wie. Etimi fa ne pen ene ne paper de na adwuma to ho. That is good example. Not even the person waiting to be sacked. On one kwatena ase no ne reflection e kire ne say asema make ebia na wa onumpo one shot but we minister no camera ni we si na nimu na je say ebia mpo quiet policy decision bi o mo take wo edem ana so wo video ni bi. Yes So clearly you could see that she's clearing her mind on what she's saying. Maybe a decision say, oh, Charlie and Fanun got to throw her baby. Sano muhuno, Sano muhu throw her. Say, oh, yes, someone could go as punishment. I mean, how? How should we live in a society and we see certain places as dumping ground or punishing ground or difficult places to live? Not just say way minister way, only chance not to them more because say that be my from puntu unko esro because a honor said the person true be as one didn't be. And for me, I think that she was communicating the policy, the quiet policy of the government. So if the government wants to say that no,
are you sure? A government with the president from the north.
So why are we not seeing any action or any reprimand? So ultimately, yes. Why are we not seeing any action? Sebi, otihe, uye wejume. You are careful of what you say or what you don't say. Anamebwa.
Sure.
Because when you say sebi una waka but ebetimi akwa omu bi ejuma so ebia nipa ne teni ba bi onim say wahyehyɛ mmara ma ofa wo ejuma no wahyehyɛ mmara ma say ejuma no say na obeye den obeye no nti say oba na ebia wo ka asem enye nsem fata na ontwe ne ho ontwe waso say I will take it it is your company policy anameboa and you could see clearly say she was telling people say yes nkofo sisi adan wo ba bia yen say omoye den omusi say nipa na mom sa permit ni ade ono person che say yes ye hu say san nkofo no so omo bumra ono person ochi obi aso but ohu ni say ono ochi nipa na so no de ne ko ba bia wo feel say yedin ni na ye Ghana ye promoting equality and diversity ewo ekrum ha. I mean sebi enye okuba minim say wa ye oya we bia sebi won fi ho but ye oya because me chrome make us say me chrome baby a me fi baby a me fi nti ebe me ya sebi because nipa we onya chance not decision table ho. I'm not sure say she would fight for any development to go there. Maybe that is the quiet policy in the room of the people, and the president being somebody from that place who hails from that place. I just say ofio kekibia obetina akra o san edi mrahye bedwani ewo ho baby
Bolo Bambo.
Yes. And I open the vice presidency, open the presidency. I almost tanichi. And I also on the party nya votes pa. Afi na me party mpodie. Omuji atum kakra. Intisabi, I think say maybe she was communicating the policy or the quiet policy of the government. Maybe a decision ma forward them say okay nko form my form nko say ye punish you man no pie say be nyanyame e ka Ghana fo ho na oba he obekan e utumu say any mistake nso okan ye eja ye any backlash e ba ya enka wafa ni hu dia na say eko intisabi if the government wants to show that it is not a quiet policy or a decision taken in the boardrooms or the decision rooms, then she needs to be punished.
Abdul Hamid ni atie nenka no na Abdul ya se me den ka me hu yen se obi ye bibi na se nipa ne show remorse na se genuinely ye hu so ye remorseful na or the apology ba se bibi ni a cho pa chi bi mo
any dear but in same bi se na me won say nti na me maka say onyo obi akeke o. This is a regional minister who is a decision maker. Say be a Greater Accra regional minister, but you don't know the levels of
engagement.
Engagement. Ebi a say be ono so timidi na no tum. Nti say ohun ho say a punishing ground. Say na me see kai. O dear, do you think say as a northerner I should trust that having the opportunity she would fight for our cause or fight for development to be brought there? No. So you don't even give room for the government's own peace of mind, for the president to demonstrate to his people that, look, you can't talk to my people like that. You can't say that about my people or where I am from. And that is where my party... You see, sometimes... But on the surface of it, look, clearly this is a punishable offense. Nowhere. And I'll give you reference. I said the MPP, somebody resigned, a deputy minister resigned. He put his job down. Because at the end of the day, how are you going to face the people?
No, but no code of conduct.
Good. No code of conduct. And several times code of conduct said you must say paper print you. But now my print my appointees ni na over because President Nkwan oye be over 2,000 appointments. Ewo krum ha say o man penyin for about 2,000 across ministers see omo na subject to that code of conduct. Nti you dey funny say me ne wo yeti he. Say all aspects of our lives are regulated by law. Anamebwa. Nti say me kona say me twi me car na ma fom mra na police ni sha me say o say we dey fami born chem. Now so yeah, do you know the kind of chaos that will be on our road? It is the same thing. If appointees keep doing some of these things and they are not being punished. First of all, we saw somebody, a whole chief of staff had to weep for the sins of somebody. As for we put the enya ante hwe nim de be so no so benya esun bia back in de na say and I said then the base. Even the code of conduct is nonsense.
At the end to me fa who just say unya asem kra wo court na judge need asem na ya judgment no kra consider say be your first time offender. And to me gina so ma or lenient kakra in passing judgment on their way. Yen to me fa we monokoko.
Me brapping. Yeah. One kasano. Meaning say we juma na wo ye. You are trying to say we can bro say play the devil's advocate. But I say me asema maka enwa na megusu aka. Even to the extent say there is a code of conduct. And you even referred me to it. Because in every endeavor there are rules. Anamebwa. Let's even put the fact that the people from there are not happy, or I am not happy, or everybody is not happy. Let's even put that one aside. Let's even stay on the code of conduct alone, and look at your counterparts or your competitors in this political enterprise. When somebody did that, there was clear punishment. We don't even enjoy majority of votes from that side, but you could see clearly say what the then deputy minister of Agric under the MPP government said. Didn't sit well with he himself. He didn't even wait for the president. I'm sure at that time, every appointee knows how, you see, and it also maybe reflects how the appointees see their leaders. Maybe in the quiet, the then deputy minister knew what President Akufo-Addo tells them when they are in their enclosed spaces. So when you come out and you are even speaking and you say something, I don't have to wait for me to be sacked. I think I need to put my job down. I need to walk away, because that is, if I don't do that, that is what the president is going to do. But if the Anipa was when we say Sebi obi fum just 2 weeks ago and now a week ago no omuko super cho de ai ne so Sebi makewi o de me podium ma me be pacho. Nti for us for anything serious to be done, I think that the code of conduct that they implemented or they enacted, no, they should work with it. And yes, idea. Any in sema kesi fa gift honi then you will be from the NSB and also apologies. Oh man shada.
Do you foresee more of such coming?
Oh yes, of course, because if Sebi, if obi ye na ono apology kekia Sebi ono so ochina oni masem ono so kwakokan anamebwa nti sisi obi ate wo ehun ye den enka no those days are almost say military rule no. Then some of the characteristics of a military leader then say oh yeah ombetwe aso sisi omfa nchew nti omunim say hey chale obia ejina ne nan so ana say obia ehye ne ho so say ade a meye say ne be fa no say nti when podi out me say obi tell no say after an apology nothing was done beyond that. Then nobody is even frightened, or nobody even reminds themselves of the duty that they owe this country. Nti tra and I want us and every Ghanaian to know the example needs to be set. Say governance is being taken serious. And yes, idea Sebi we are, because Sebi say no obi na bumra no okọ say okọ nkofo no anamebwa say omo sidan wo baby enye papa no so ebumra dia ono de enfanchara no so anfanche san nkofo no ni find the ways they be say okay say Some who video a papa bi patch or say mo mbuni dan. O man ko so mbuni dan. O mbui. Nti so no so ebumra dia ene ye mfa nche ne sen. Minim say we dwuma na wo ye, but minim say wo kra wo te ho ye nya wo de. And I know you also wish say just like every other Ghanaian wish say something ought to be done.
All right. Scanning through the social media, as me buy, I chance upon a message from Samuel Bosman, who is said to be an aide to Greater Accra Regional Minister. I don't know. I can authenticate the wording of Sir piece here, Kutami, but in the said piece, or say everyone knows the Northern region is a place we send people as a form of punishment. It is not. It is not an insult. Yeah, that is what we have gathered. Any aid? Just only in Juma. In aid. Say Abia in the decision rooms, or around the decision table. This is a quiet. What's a any policy behind the two papers? That's right. Some way Juma muhe. Some word policies be a papers. But you will be so. And no, you'll be unconscious. But also, who says senior and Yamaha. Anamwa. It is any aid. Oh, dear, Kosu. It's a be Obi who say, yes, sir. Or ye NDC minister Antina me kasa asemi. But to be a moose and the papa kwanso na me den. Maker. When him say by now, they only me jitum, but be a baby out tinti. Intimidate. Here, Koso. All right, so away from that one, Sasem will say, I wonder why are you too quiet and silent? Meanwhile, say, Ekoba LGBTQ plus, we are so loud talking about it. We woke up on Tuesday morning, Emma Catholic Bishop Conference at the Basse. Bibia Koso. Ewa maimua asa yante. Ama dia no akoso quietly. Afena eba. I'm talking about the Carnival Kingdom Festival. Yeah. Now, the culture of Caribbeans, to me, I extrapolate about my baby. Yante. And omu videos no mukra wo hwa womunya even police escort na eno ana yebisa sada yada ye na gu abonten ana especially say womatumi abo mai mu. And surprisingly our bloggers, none of your bloggers could capture what they did. I don't know how they did it, whether they paid the bloggers off, because in fact, they march on the principal street of Osu and that area. MP to say where they began to circulate videos. Nansana, young says, I will be crab.
Also, Omunya police escort crowd.
Yes.
Not just say Omu fa. Say answer na obeye procession bi anase we kra no ye wo kwan a ye fa so e say notify police who reason no mo ne wotena na mo agree route
sure
any ensema den keka na che say who ka say police presence e wo ho no, that means they follow the right process. And they stated the purpose of their procession or their march. Anameboa.
And no, Catholic Bishop Conference calling for an immediate investigations. Now, who sanctioned your friend said that procession, and how did they get here in the first place, and the kind of immunity they enjoyed. Now, how come? Say
na make say that means say because me mean him say Ghana hand here ubeye procession demonstration ni ade ye wo mra wo say we den udi so especially that part who notify police some days ahead no more afrel na oni o matenase na mo aka say route we ni e be fa this is the purpose of it ni ade so we say we say police presence that means that they did all that anameboa and then they stated their purpose and we all know say the purpose for their procession no ade a yegitum oman yi mu anameboa nti say it me amom da go ahead even provide police protection then what are we saying say ebia we support what they are processing for? Is that what we are saying? Did national security not know? Did the police hierarchy not know? Did the Ministry of Interior not know? Even Ministry of Gender and Children and Social Protection, all these bodies did not know, say, this is the intention or the intent of these people and this is what they are seeking to promote.
Yes. Ministry of Tourism.
Yes.
And Ghana Tourism Authority.
Okay.
Both, almost the statement by Ebe clear woman say they aren't aware. And they are not institutions a ma woman that clearance is to me what they came to do. No?
I mean me who dey cause who I'm say yeah some merry go round I'm say these are serious issues I did grow because
how serious it is?
Oh, it's serious.
So we a festival keke.
Oh, what is the intent of that festival? Yes, it goes against our very moral you can say the moral fiber of our society. Because the whole Catholic Bishop Conference, MPM Bekasan, Anameboa. Many who crank no pay enka in some way was say, yeah, Casafan. Ye because say school akwala ni bi ko school obe hu Anameboa, obi nam kwan no so obe hia omo. Say, no one who say police cry den. Edi omochi. That means you are legitimizing it. Anameboa. Until I was say, Sebi, the relevant authorities no omohwena investigation be there ekoso how they were permitted to go ahead with this their procession or their carnival in the first place, how they got authorization and all that. I'm sure it is something that can easily be done.
Right. Babinda Abdul Hamid, a member of the NPP communication team, and not yet in Kano. We started with him right from some few minutes after 8. We have been joined by Nanasafo Ujaba, Nanasafo Ababekayensa, a member of the NDC party, the buying communication team. Nana Kwabo.
Why am I Joso?
Nabokodi.
Yamiadu, what the nature?
Traffic and none foul.
It's unfortunate, Miss Pana.
Madam Pajo, just a microphone.
Me pushing me car now. Battery ni having. And no that's not move be changing in Bahame. Engineer say me car you will be na dear mammy, I mean, meeting Kaka and Paco or Babaji.
Party I'm warm.
Battery problem, Kaka, engineer me fair Ubi is a same for boot because I have to another invitation that making sure that you come and talk about Ghana and NDC. So, Mufacha me say my elite Kaka.
Card a taxi be to miss it. All right, Yamu Aquabe and come over Baba to Sunny. Carnival Kingdom Festival, minimum what and once and more. A bit in Kabom and come over to Ankayatian and come Baba Betuakwana.
Oh, my venture or more magic no muti. In fact, what Fidia a quite na menchia party penny for NDC amanyukwa e wa ban mu na ye hwese ye den hwehwe papa ne ne ma papa bi gu akwan mu na o man Ghana beti ma fa ne ntuma pa ifra wo ba bi a be fa the economy ne be be yadui ma menchia owura ni munyamfo a ifra no kwa ma wu adako ba bi o wo bia na papa no pay mechia wo na menchia the MD or wo Bost Energies Yura afechi awuno. In fact, all boy juma pa ever say ye petrol fuel or something bibia kasa be gina ye from where MP before jana or befa free no or ye juma or boy juma den. You see the Carnival Kingdom Festival no. I say o my Ghana mo high one emra juma na before so be so be at street so ya there no. It is backed by constitution. I'm not aware say whatever that they were doing, you know. Na emrebia antechiri. Na police phobia makwai. The moment I think they were moving with police.
Yeah. That's the
So the moment you see people on the road, on the street, moving, you know, clearly it tells you say that article 21 and 8 clauses are working. Two, also, ya wa kwanya say ye betima tiesi kurum ayo ye chere. Ya wa kwanya say betima tiesi kurum say per se ye demonstrate bibi ye bibi a. Emra na say ye ma police fo nya awe. Na police fo ma me ye embo ban. Emma mimi no mi no say de be ya nipa poni fo bi anti me ye bibi a. So question am bisa mo say police fo ya awe. Say street carnival ya kan ho asem yi no. Ba so. So police fo ya awe there that means eniema omo di si abontena aka ho asem mama Ghana fo nyina ehunu no. That means omo na ye security bodies na e di unkomo. And this oh me who say eyehu because before so betima sikurum even ye kwa sorry say ye pese sikurum na ye kuta placards chere say Yesu Kristo ene wiase nyina ye ne dia me bo brass band ya dia you can attest to the fact say sometimes we say police for be abakum yenu bi na omu di akire somebody that traffic on be make sure say bibi boni bi anye the NC. So to me the fact that na police for di akire no me hunu boni bi ewo say boni bi wo mu dia ene that means police for na amasa de ne be ebesi because okwa ye bebusa route okwa ye bebusa adekode a wudi sikurum na ye busa say oh hours do say na mobedie and na say na mobedie say 3 days continuous number ya money police for better say san hye we nyina before some background say dia mamoni am police for say nana ayewo woni minu abdu ne bedu onwe cha mama kon that means emra etachiri emra ye aduma
no but me ba o em say minim say unim what the carnival or the festival seeks to promote.
What are they promoting?
Okay. It says online. However, the reasons it has become a major national discussion is because videos and images from the event circulated online showing revealing costumes, partial nudity, provocative dancing, and street scenes. Many Ghanaians considered inappropriate in public spaces.
Meba, when one guy be I think he went to the event. Now me need you come. Now me bisa say, are you sure say money police for decide we say won come and on mama kwan?
Yeah, because say uko police for her say
meba I'm coming. That's the reason why I'm going to say they
give the reason exactly now your master na no mama route.
So me bisa say is police aware that
yes,
these are some of the things that you are going to do? So obako police for no makwa ko di unkomo ba sa wuti sikurum na wo ya ade a ebrichi adekode na no police for di unkomo that at that point adekode by kwanya police for the man no de ama wa wi
I just more person just one that police for
me bisa na say me ma who I've seen a couple of some naked videos and some stuff we na me bisa say we can come money police for ni di yan ho na so for what onimini say o ma kire police for say dey we no mo kwa akoye on be so mo si street na omo etukurum kurum na omo tu no me nyi say police commander bu kurum na manana obeti ase say yentin si kurum ye nroro ye ho yentin si kurum na ye shenta ade boni bi ye pese demonstrate say ade na police for be ma ho kwan. So for what they did, I expect say the police should call them back.
Omko
huh
Omko free Caribbean nations o
domo nyina free ko mako
Barbados ne
ba say omko akodi nkomo no leaders no omko shia police
enye omonko enye omko no nko awo because
omo Ghanaian counterpart.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of people am no omo because me sure say foreigners be free baby aba no ma ban Ghana police akwa kodi nkomo although yeah we are having an international laws But I mean, you need some foreigners be free baby aba. No man Ghana police service according komo without having any Ghanaian and I say all Ghana ni bi wo. They say Ghana ha emra I don't know sometimes how to put it. So be ba no be ya de bi e British constitution na. You be one nipa no ko.
But are you not surprised to say Ministry of Tourism and Ghana Tourism Authority be catch say BBC yakoso. And as government institution na woman na omo hwe BBC so. Na womu so munimo hwe. Enye say pia bonten kra ye kan ho asem kra nka they would have been silent on it.
Then they should call the tourism minister and question her. Yes. I want to be patriotic.
Say na make say omo e say the akosi dey say if you move because
tourism minister say the course ukrum ha no. Onim ho hwe. Na it was between Ghana Police Service and Sankofo nko. Then they should question the tourism minister. That means you are not up to the adwuma na ye dey ama wo no. Sector na ye dey ama wo say hwe so no say obi timi ba kurom ha. Aba ye adwuma bi wa bra onim ho hwe na so ma ye awie kwa dia. Because for someone to get an authority say oba be ye bibi under the tourism and under the transport ministry. Na say nipa na ba be ya ade no konto nipa na ka oba be kuma ko kum ko wie. So I expect say they should call the tourism minister and question.
And one wants to say
unless maybe the tourism minister is it Jifa? Yes. Unless maybe she's trying to run away from what happened because of you say Omakwa ade na wi je so ka so oni mo.
But who say because say obi be fini krum exactly ba Ghana say obe promote obe bibia say bi onu na adwe mu no promote tourism one could see any of the tourism authorities so one could see obia so me say one
and I make say unless maybe she's trying to run away from what happened because when him said there is a breach of constitution and a lot of people are going to talk about say there is a nudity and street carnival into a person be a organic home. However, say you busa no question no baby ya no whether or not you are aware say street carnival say cause on nkofo bi ro mo and the rationale behind and the idea that you promote this culture and those stuff and say tourism minister so we more there then I think say adwuma na dia ma no she's not up to the task.
And I say we so send me call initial no ni ha America
because
sa code of conduct
me de never ba do say Safwe South Africans to be by Emma to the extent to say your independence act na yem fa ni agro no wo mo kofu yo so mo ye den yo kogina elim ho akisi eni ade okay numpo de ba say some say AI
almost say
na pass maka.
Oh, that mean I say no. Me news. I forgotten the MP or responding to some no on the floor of Parliament. Na me ka say SP me ampo na me ka you say or say AI. We police phone ye chiran ka be sure say kan so we ka say AI o.
Ebia police phone so AI. Na there can there Ebia police phone so AI. Because now you see sometimes let's be realistic. Issues like this we don't politicize it. We a sector minister nti me bo say a bomb okay minister so ni more nti president mama hunu adwene ni nyansa wo no say ohene me do okay FM ha sha wonsa ubetima yes adwuma nti sector minister ha now say nkofo bia ba be okay FM ha without your consent unim ho hwe ya. That means you are not ready to do the work. Me say, Nana, you are a party for NDC for. We are coming to talk about the other issues. But I thought that let's be realistic. This is a bomb on the back room ha, and on Mumba Toa. And come out to Ghana for Moko. Sector minister, the directors, the general managers, the managers at the tourism are saying, say, Omunimo. Trust me, as a set tourism minister.
No, sir,
because and Sembiano. So if I've not read her response. Maintain na seminar what can it? But say I'm pass tourism ministry so ni mo hwe. Na sa response is coming directly from the tourism minister there. Now I say busa tourism minister, I say busa question.
No, you news me na mechanic statement.
And I was say onim ho hwe.
On Ghana tourism authority.
In a statement mu o ka say bia hwehwemu be bekoso ana.
Ne they didn't capture and no mum.
Na just say no statement ni.
But have you also come to understand say whoever omu lead that ejuma no. So omo call police for no wa. Police for no be so omo say mako ministry. Akoko bisa ministry akoko clearance.
Of course.
So you see the investigation should cut across to an extent that say for police for now and ma omo kwan no. Because before say metima ba no ba betra no be kasa na ma me pen ba ha.
Especially when they are foreigners.
Because we are having an international laws.
Yeah.
Now international laws that we are having no, you cannot invade in our country without the laws of the country. Before so betima wuro man Ghana mu ha na ba ya ade bia onye Ghana ni no, o be ya ade a one. You go to the ministry, you go to those who are in charge. Uko police for on bebu say there be only minister of tourism, only minister of transport. Obi a only say why yes obi atie sikrom or foreigner. Yes or cheche health equipment. Yehu ya no ura hospital we mu no de ko. Yehu ya no ura. Now so person ye donation ma hospital bia. You have to go and see the management.
Oh yeah.
You cannot invade in somebody's hospital in the name of me beds, me whatever that you have. You say me kwa check. You will see the management. No man who na de kodi a person ba check. Then you will sit and fix the date. And the police for no you say almost say and come up no money the leaders of the Carnival Street ni di here. Question be no mbisa omo. Enia ma omo ka say omo kwa akoye wo street ni so eno omo ye ya na. Then we go back to the ministry. Yeah, ko bisa tourism minister say if you are not aware, that means you man na nation won no. You are not doing the work. Okay. You are sleeping on the job and you say come be ku Ghana for a. And kaba be ku Ghana for wie. E ma me jifa. We there oba. I don't want to believe the statement is coming from you. But if the statement is coming from you, dear, trust me. You have a lot to answer. For that one, you have a lot to answer because and comfort me free could be so mad me work room ha. I'm a raw mohon be you or mohon. Or in the name of promoting guy your friends I show speed use
yeah I show speed
man I trying to tell me so 15 years no ura Ghana ha
oh dabi
and or kwa no kwa all the areas that he was moving to it also you said we are promoting the tourism so baby are not all nyina the dance said the tourism minister and the ministry and the Ghana police service and the security sectors in Ghana were aware. So the ISO speed about Chrome and promote tourism. Me kwana minim say yesi bibi o efe ne kuria genjim zaman. The first time I meet him here. Ah oba Chrome a ofrusia no ofrusia. Eboa ma street ni mu ye dey. Promoting the tourism. But this time around
but the people say we are blowing this out of proportion kakra owing to the fact say they are one year when we go to our beaches which are not too far from homes and the kwan ho nkrofo yi wo mo ho ne sa ne manema they say we are there what makes this so serious an issue to talk about whereas beaches no cry ye kra more than this
nana eno ye beach say yakoshi yakuku amba bi ni ye di enko mo no bi say wa run ho that one is different. I'm not sure say enra me do Thomas Aquinas school no ufiri dan kwa circle ho no mo ba no say maya bebre gu police speaker be for saso e maya bebre ya cho mo no mgu to na na why him for
to go emergency for
that is it e maya bebre o mo bo sa abere yokurum hey
police for akwachi o
me so mo gu by pick up to bebre so it's also you say obi ade bia wo kokko mba bi ye bia no eno de wo ye but for you to hit the street of the country doing it, you know, is it a breach of constitution, you know? Nana say, Oko labadi bitesiana ko say, e Miami unity ho. Na o ma ro mo yi o mo no fo no mo aka say e no mo nsa. E hye twetwe o mo chicha no ma dia. Can you tell me say you are going to arrest them? But opa ye nya o mo street no say sia no start o mo ro mo ho. That means what ramra, what breach mra no. So we are not blowing out of proportion, but for what we are saying is that for a foreigner to hit the street of Ghana, idea, not without the consent of the ministry, without the consent of those who are in charge, and clearly there is something wrong.
Right.
I want to be honest. There is something wrong. Maybe I'm in the Gomashi. Oda Roma baby a wo anopa na so obi a wo tie bia no. Omo a wo di adwuma no share wo nsa no. Sometimes you see, sometimes adwuma no nya wo nko na obeye adwuma no. Se ususu say yankofo bi na say prompt you. Emma who say no that be enkofo A B up to Z be e ba street so aba beye adwuma bi. E na oma wa mane a don't cover them. Change those people from that position because they are not ready to help you. Say omo ba no be ye bone na enkofo be wu street na BBC ya. You are going to be held responsible. But so we are aware that if you are trying to run away from the fact that there is no new word there, then I think it's your own it's your own interest. Right. But at this point, Nana, the street carnival that they had, I've been able to talk to and conform back home in Nubia or Moko. Some guys will say, Charlie, you enjoy you.
Also, that make up because I didn't force you room her. But once I am Omunya Quine, a sick cruise, and what would be the idea? Say, no, good. Now, I'm boy, so I see street is why
my witness be our Jamaica pay. Oh, Fedi.
So say, Fenada. And boys, won't to me when boys, bet yes, Marco baby. Why wouldn't Kruma and said the street in the city? What's the him?
All right. Nanasa for Jaba, a member of the NDC communication team, and Wabeka Nini Abdul Hamid, who and they Anopay, and Penifobia no and weekend edition of Ade Akye Abia, yet net one more bon combo. Now 5 to 9. Okay, another issue Mene Abdul Hamid shall before Ojaba Ebekaya who has to deal with. The Greater Accra Regional Minister. Nasa mi okoka ye mami misa na nasa fo say na arena motumo ni desi no for so aye ho dumping site and refugees camp.
Nana, this issue very dicey. Very dicey.
What do Tinito?
Senia carnival assembly de odi no kra me back in
this issue.
Me say we so ekwaso sa.
So you're not now.
Of course I am. Me busanga. Yeah.
This issue is very dicey.
Yeah.
But you see, I want to be realistic on this issue.
Cause what's that here?
Nana, you see,
men trap propaganda ni ntumo.
Me am tie me asantini. Full 100%. But me ministry for na dia agora. Me nodness na nantia.
President Christ.
Ababisi sam. In fact, yen nyina ya mampanyi nyi edi na chikra o ye nodna.
Of course.
And no school mu no, I was once a team president. Obi bi say na wasantini pa na we NDC ni. Yes, our question I was asantini pa na we NDC ni. Now you see, asama ya mame Linda Okulu kan ya no. It's unfortunate as someone Okayano has been taken out from contest. Yes, you see, in communication, slip off tango. You are not to me, pa. I'm coming. Abdul, meba. Let me finish. I'm coming. In communication, you are not from. Sometimes emotionally, you better not can be realize. I did read man can ye. And I'm not for me. Ya mammy Babon Tenny Abe Pacho. Why honorable 10? Or Pacho said no. Casaneco and Uncle ye. But Anna, whatever baby I made me communication in free band. Never baby I made quacusi. Then we are maybe Samini Abdo say a sanity and as a sanity. When him say in reality, Abdo Ukroma Widana me nimi Widana. But Abdo Tehei Nana Yakasi transfer Abdo Akon Widana in his own mind will be visa a punishment. On one Kuromo Nana, how many nodness in Okrumha?
Dabi.
O meba. Abdo meba. Nana only say Yakasi transfer will be Akosirima. Apart from the original minister kind, Nippon be a feel say a punishment in the Diamano. Me no, I've seen that before. See, I can say a transfer or considerma. One can believe say a punishment in the amount. Share many not necessarily be an anti Namadusumo Monenam. And the experience that I have is that say not in Abaha, sell to her, ever Bobraha, Nakason consider Ukuruma, a head in Sobako. Ba omu nyina ba no be bobra no ma sida na o maka ha. Because me bad Abdul, that's what I've seen. Me say me da gomba for open tribe me no man nanti achapa. Me da go you can disagree with me. I'm coming, you can disagree with me.
Me ba.
But the idea is that say you do obi call northern regional and nipa nan kasa feel say a punishment na dey nipa no. Me nana I've been in the system whereby yes, transfer and conform. This comment is not coming from the regional minister alone, but sometimes some comments are not supposed to come from a nipa wey believe this is answer we say we feel oba. But the reality on the ground is that so who transfer will be on numpo free northern region while say on northern region or say on ko. So going to northern region nana enye okulu regional minister nko ane hu ni say a punishment o. Yeah, in reality, let's be realistic. In reality, you say you do go see a punishment.
After Greater Accra, we have 15 other regions. I don't know one will be say not.
And I say, you do be called Sehui. You do be called Bono Hafwa. The person is very happy to go. Last month, me no be called Madina Market. You got to your money who go be get no fair. Na me hwɛ gay a poster na ho fe ne ade a wɔde soa enema opan mu na na mbusa na sɛ woyɛ den no so yɛ mamprusi ni na me sɛ na den na na me sɛ ɔkɔ okurum da wɔ sɛ hwɛ me kɔyɛ da wɔ hɔ asema me kan whoever me ne kɔ ya no want to mention name ba wo tie na wɔyɛ dance ni na me sɛ na unkɔ sɛ na ofiri wale unkɔ wɔ sɛ hwɛ ɛhɔ de me kɔ akɔyɛ da me sɛ aden tia wo pɛ sɛ ɔbɛkɔ wɔ sɛ hɔ no ɛkɔm ne ahokyere wɔ hɔ no onu ye not no ni kromo firi ba ye no o se ho kom ni ahokyere wo no ho kwa kwa de ho e na busa se den na mo feel say o tra Greater Accra hanom a ebekọ yi aman o se ahanom de onya adwuma ye o ba hanom a obeso ade onya sika onya no asende bia ma ne maame now have you not come to notice say there are plenty people and numerous people coming from the northern region to the southern part of the Ghana simply because adwuma e wo honom no is not enough because they o mepe adwuma ye e wa hanom. Enti yana yehunu say you do obi free hanom e ko northern regional enipa na kasa wo de ne ko no ohunu say punishment so asema free e ma Melinda okulu ano ba ye no enye se bia otasirimfo enye se bia oni sirimfo issue and I make us say in communication you can make a mistake e yemfonso na aba and na no apa and we say directors na omo sensan contract omo ye niam bia amfa kwan so no ya transfer wo do mo ko northern region enti mamu ma yemfa no say asem okay no woni sirimfo wa asem ba Abdul you can disagree with me but how many friends do you have a person do omuko sirim as an kofo no mo reject some person omuko sirim me wa police for bebrebe e wo northern region o wa no ma frɛ NDC ba yi unua me sra wo mo aye transfer do you know why I'm coming obey wa adwe say obeso obo nipa no the service number call am who say northern region is there di man ho do you know why say you posting for the mark northern regional those people they don't want to go it is only nipa bi kwa number kwa you see let me show you one chat one police officer or person of free northern region bar for the last 7 years remember the chat where in fact he is even asking to in the chat where one northern region for 7 years do you know why me try say can me also betechi man me try say me kodi unkomo wo de call ya hu say northern region say man go because e hono no ye hia nko for service hono mo but mo no nyina pese mo dwane ba ha so what ade no mahunu because one condition of service there
no
you have time condition of service
say you wie but sene wasa ba ne de me won say
condition of service over there is different and going forward no as some me no me nu na ye nyanya adwene bi say how do we develop the northern region how do we conscientize our people say you go northern region enya punishment ne de ma wo enya bone ne de ma wo
in developing northern region and enya president if speak
no I'm saying say and
in terms of
you and I can attest to the fact say enyema e wo Greater Accra ni Kumasi no it's not the same as the war the three northern region and it's not the same
somewhere Bossman is believed to be an aid to the Greater Accra regional minister. This is what he is purported to have said. Everyone knows the northern region is a place we send people as a form of punishment It is not an insult. An aid.
An aid to the regional minister.
Yes, sir.
So you see, okay, Nana, you see what I said. Me say, me and Meti, maybe you can disassociate yourself from the fact that you don't want to admit, say, the can sanity. Banana, me can in my earlier submission say, said will be a northern regional. What believe you say a punishment in the demon? Even one more moving northern region on po.
Must it be said?
Nana, you see, I don't mean person will be the minimum not in a beer. Now you the name called baby in company in your project. And you say the name called Borga.
Oh, me pese.
Borga hold the
name. Me only in can pese oflu, but he keeps making the comments and any submission need be enemy is any prompting interference you. Me pese me china drink bibi so.
Me too.
You see, he needs to see the distinction between a duty bearer and an ordinary citizen. Okay? When we say minister no, sebi onye nipa ketewa sa o. Oyo bia emra any Jumedia president e dey ahye ni senti no o influence policy. Sebi say ye me se meka say me ne me papa e wo fie. Ene e bia wo so ne wo ma e wo fie. Ebia wo ba no wo ka say onye say a enye ne de, but wo papa no you have to ensure say oba no aka say on pese no wo be make sure say obeye because wo papa no hu ni say oye ni say a ene beboa. An ordinary citizen the oka say on pese obeko srema due to posting and all that. I won't have any problem with it, but a policy maker or a decision maker in this country of no less a person than a minister to also articulate that and make it seem normal, it's where I have the problem. And I make a will say at the beginning say we all agree. I've said that even from tracing back to even Kwame Nkrumah, governments have ensured say the northern parts of this country gets some development. Say first say Nkrumah free SHS na north from Kwane Newo. Adentia. Because among say sebe because of 1 2 3 BNT people access to education over there was quite difficult. Anameboa. So they made sure say education in that part of the country was free so that at least they can catch up with their counterparts in the south. This is as far back as the Nkrumah government. What am I saying? So every government in a way comes in and tries to send or implement policies that kind of brings them to a level that catches up with the south. What am I saying? So yes, we know say the development level, the infrastructure level back there wouldn't be the same as compared to Accra. No, meba. So it is for policy makers to consciously ensure that once they are sending development there, people or the best of minds too would also be sent there to develop the place. Anamebo, and yes, sir. So you can't this morning justify the minister's statement. And I even said they say maybe it is a quiet policy in the inner rooms of government, around the decision table of government. And on no peer wabeka emapo meka say enya policy bia na dey to paper so. Because sabe asemo kan yi say eye policy e ba paper so a onim nkade e beba. Say president pa oyesremni fwa so say yenka say baby onu fi no o send ne politics bebre say why assemblyman abeye MP baby ofino is a not just on only contribution here to development of the place no it's useless.
So that's where I was coming in.
So you see, to even say police and why don't want to accept posting and all that, it's not a justification to the issue. The minister should be the one to say no, everybody or the in order for us to bring the whole of this country up to speed or on the same level of development, people should even go. She should be the one to even encourage people. Obi to say Honorable Joshua Alabi. So I not the regional minister. Enyan cry no oka. Say school clock kwata mal. Unim say oka dagumba kasani ye pa. Oka dagbani pa. What am I saying? So we shouldn't sit here for the mere fact say somebody in Accra wouldn't want to accept NSS postings, wouldn't want to accept job posts. No, I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, meba. No, me say me but say we na we justify no. No problem no. Because you can't justify the fact say NSS form person be call, workers form person be call. I'm po me kawo say. Minister, the deputy minister, or resigning.
Let me finish the statement.
Even this is a statement from Eugene Ahim, then Director of Communication. Or see, the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, this evening accepted the resignation from office of the Deputy Minister for Agric, Honorable William Kwetu, MP, which takes immediate effect. The president wished him the very best in his future endeavors. And I make Bibi say, Abia in the policy rooms, no, Obia this minister then knew say Asema Make, it wouldn't sit well with the president. If I wait, the president will sack me, he will not be happy with me.
Okay.
But this minister also, and I mean, even previously said, Obia for Simu, and a president now see me issue code of conduct to direct the work of my appointees. And I mean, the president makes over 2,000 appointments. Nini na obi koka asema sebe efa pastor ho dini ehu ye the code of conduct wasn't what the whip wasn't cracked based on the code of conduct that was issued. We saw what the chief of staff crying to apologize. Then the minister says this, and then what do we get? Just a mere apology, no statement, and you have the number 1 gentleman and the number 3. And your party even enjoys votes. Look, I even made reference to the fact that the MPP even did an interchange, and we even initiated policy programs that sought to bring the North, sought to uplift the North. So if today somebody wants the North to be equated to a prison, an isolation center, then I should be worried. But you can't sit here and justify it with the fact that ordinary citizens do not want to accept the place to go and work there or to go and live there. I think that is not a good justification.
I think you have said enough.
That is not a good justification.
Now, the question say, Obetimi, I honest you, Yenny or Hanum in answer, Tamana people up one. One young cophobia more mountain say, or more northern region now, or more per se a domobaha. And I want young cophobia. As I say, I'm quite more northern region, but they were trying to find people to step in for them. The reason being that they don't want to go to the northern part of the Ghana to go and work. More power, no. So they are material and for framing for testing me sending me. In fact, Obi Timi Kasa me petition posting. Well, I say, me pen northern region.
But there will be a justification for what the minister said.
No, I'm coming. Are you no? Nobody justifying what the minister said. Let me. You see, I am saying that. Despite what the minister said, so it
is for the policy maker to change it.
I'm coming. Yes, that was a submission. I'm coming.
Even
let me make the submission.
Send me MPP. But see, the late former president.
Let me finish this.
You see, and you're Rollins Abaso now.
No, you have not referred to the issue.
Let me finish this. Obifi. So not enough minister say. And I've showed you policies and programs that have been implemented to bring the North up to the level of the South.
If you are saying, sir,
it is a OTR justifying say police for accepting posting, teachers in accepting posting, NSS for accepting posting, with what the minister has said, say, Ade Akye Abia, and the minister in the elevator, then we should have a problem with it.
Asma Mekan Abdul, you are not listening to what I said. I'm saying, sir.
So it can't be a justification at all. No, I don't want you to start it at all.
Admittedly,
waka.
But I'm saying, sir, apart from some men, I can't. What's up? Patch or you can say no. It's an unfortunate comment, you know. Is it not true? So who do we call northern region on person beko? That is where I'm coming from.
A peculiar case.
So the northern, so he's saying that the north is a punishing ground.
Nobody's saying that. But
so what are you saying?
Let me. You see, so utie the Americana. So when you are the so utie now follow the Americana. You will get to understand where I'm coming from because what I'm saying now, I am correct. And maybe I said, "Come on, no more power, no." When you go for say they don't want to go to the northern side. They want to be here. Now, and you know correct. Say, northerners, no. I have no matter. In fact, they be I have no matter about me. Tell you, me professional of constituency. I come down and free. Me chama baby I will be amateur. I am chow. But one of them is free.
enti no wa say nyame ya madum na nya bibi na miye ya na mkosi down krom but no krom bi hono ma ho eyo de pa sa obeka ba no krom bi hono ka eboa lordness say no krom ha no ma sabi omunya bibi o moda o mani ko krom kosi fie ho
bebre
me say o me say I'm not saying so obi anko I'm not saying so obi anko banana no kura pa ne kan de ne say not na betra krom ha no mo ye ya o establish wa ha o ko krom o be ko no ma na ye na asi no ko ho
alright
any bado was say so me any back
na o shama the justification ya
so I'm saying that
I justify the agenda say mama na pacho
I'm not justifying, but I'm saying,
so that brings to the fore the difference between the NPP and the NDC. And how appointees see their leader and how their leader will react to issues.
There's no difference here. There's no justification. You know what? I
don't want to repeat what the then Deputy Minister said.
You have not been fair to me.
He even said about a segment of people, farmers.
You have not been fair.
Farmers, okay.
Okay.
Or resign because when you say assembly president,
you want Okunu to resign. What's the meaning? Also, Okunu resign.
She should resign, or the president, who is a northerner himself, and his party enjoys huge votes and following from the north, should take action because that's an issue.
Okay, too. It's not the fact, say. You will be called transfer or northern region.
It is not a fact to me. It is not a fact to me. Admit. It is not a fact to me.
Truth.
It is not. Me buy ya o mami akwabe. Asembe na mekan.
Na asante
o say enkomo ye babedi. Ye nyina ba be ede ye nimdie ya honden e wo say ye de ba ma ye boa. It is a me say binya me ba me oh come on enye unimi ko bi Facebook ko hwe ko bi Facebook ko ko bi Facebook me ba se one bantem sa sem ni na ma
wato asase onikuru
you are me oh come on asase dey enye unimi ntia
ohene wo abrabo ogbenya o ta asase
fo nyina fo nim se
enkan na obedo o asase okuru
edu
so on any day you go back to
of course
won koma san
na me ko
jai
how
many people you go there for an activity?
Conscious effort of
you will go there for an activity. How many
come on. That is not a justification for this region.
That
is not a justification.
You go and sit there because
so that justifies what the minister said.
Justification and I support the apology. Say a slip of tongue one can hear.
Come on.
But I'm saying that the northerners themselves transfer me say minimum obi yes say no
so as people who are privileged to wield so no
for just 6 months
so people who wield policy power and influence in this country is that what we should promote?
That's not what we are supposed to promote. That's
exactly
what our party say.
Exactly.
Now no power.
It is say minister way only opportunity not the decision table ho baby on no dey in punishing ground no we be sure say all the input we be ko
na unim say in the
let's say that time no civil servants and public sector workers no if any ekwoto o ntweni ko punish you
our communication in the midst of our communication wa no betimi apa u betimi aka bibi emotionally u betimi aka bibi bia usu say no I dey ready man kan ye the moment you come out to apologize to the good people of Ghana no it clearly shows a remorseful action.
So my fear is not born out of hate.
But besides that, we are born bread.
Mimi ni asasi. What are you talking about? Ah, it's me tell me feel. Enkran.
What time?
Miti Madina.
Moti Madina. Also bank out Madina. O bank so we you nkran ha. Also you know how many times won kurum.
Oh, even last month kwam san ko mi ko ye na me uncle di ade o.
Into ko honom.
Yes.
So are you trying to tell me say?
Na me ko me uncle be di ade o. Say be onimi. Onimi aka unka sa asem.
That's where you are coming.
Etie fo etie. Omo mu nimi no. Omo mu agro abi di o.
Are you trying
to
tell me say from the inception of Kwame Nkrumah up to date? From the northern part of the Ghana.
So it is, you see, it is not a justification.
No, nobody is justifying what said. Me say, my man pacha. One pacha wana.
So on pass all the years. So
as a normal, I shouldn't be scared. Say somebody as influential as a minister.
When you were in power,
it's on your opportunity now.
When you were in power, I'm not for amount for reposting.
When I was in power, what I know happened is that my government did the Tamale International Airport. I know that is
the woman from the school in the Benina.
And I know of programs that were implemented by the North Development Authority. I know all this to open up the North for development.
But you know,
it's a minister with on your opportunity so basically you know for sure only because if I see all the offenders sorry it is all it is all developing North now ni government workers no move from no. So
you see, you are going directly to what he said, but you are not trying to accept the apology. Don't you believe in the midst of our communication? In the midst of our communication, ebi akasa we di anko ye
me for ya se di asha akumamu ma na no pa mu kan
akasa di asha akumamu no ne e beto so
quiet policy
beto so da
ade akwaso decision board
but in France so ya free na ko ya se do ko northern region uti anye obepen ko fa bu ase
and then some be okay FM Tamalia today if this station takes a decision say on be okay FM me ba say say mujuma ya together na despite media na me boa
sure
made up of different stations say and then despite per se or be ejuma mu ko the northern sector in the early days only ma dey and the best minds in this building obey alcohol to go and start the place. Say ebia okay FM ha e wa kra no agi din dida nkofutie but e ko no funu ebia nipa no nti chairman general nkada ana meboa nipa ne bi on ti chairman general nkada
what but
oh good enti say despite person obi e ko nota he would see say from OKFM Peace FM and the others no he will pick the best minds ebia oh dan kuku yebu a omunko start sports ne wo ho say sports ni gina to a level no heading so obeja no ho na ode ne beba he will do that. Is that not what we do? The best minds but say or the two dan kuku yebu a trimu say me de ne ko ho na makọ punish na dejuma be koso what are we talking about? Say microphone ni duma mi so ka tell minister no wan kan yi
ka West Northern region nana me say yen conduct research we ne hwese they are not
policy makers. They are not policy makers, and they are free to think like that. But if as policy makers we can allow citizens to tell us say they don't want to go here, they don't want to go here, and we also promote that. Then we are not building this country very well.
Thank you very much. My young boy from Kra to Imanasia Koba, Yebe Bank of Ghana. One day can okre. Ade Akye. All right, so we shall be back after commercial break. We'll talk about Bank of Ghana. Then we'll also be looking at the time the no bed syndrome and matters arising. So we are back after Ade Akye Abia this year.
Okay, FM 101.7.
Ejaba boni di adwa ma wubi eti ya menu afa hin na mahwie fufuo ti ase dada menya wofo yi papa so ba fie ni anwie fufuo ya asam aba na so oben wadi fufuo edi mpreni ne mpresa da kro ba ye di ni ehwie fufuo a akode wo nwane adwa mo adwuma se me ne fie adwuma di mi ni fufuo kakra ba wo madie no ene wotu me twama da pasa aso wo kan na matire nyira what yate na make am mebo a ebo de odi komum na se sia de obra tu otwa fufuo ai wo drum pam na wo ma siu na wo timu aba na wo sadade na wo temfra kwada ne nyina tuatwa make say ya need food sadaroma wo bia mani ye pa ya wa yam body fufuo ne mankani fufuo a wa ne powder wo de gu da kam kama ya frɛ no need fufuo eni anu bi na masori ba until izi kama me di ye yo.
Sesebia.
Mama hwe. Oh, ebia. Neat fufu fly eye kama say. Body fufu ni menke fufu papa bi na wo ka say twan eposim na ede na me so ka so ancho. Simanu mpe no wawie no ahie wo kwa papa bi aguso.
Be chese de ama mani kura agisa neat fufu fly ho ama me ko tobi kura ba ne say. Se de Ghana for sipom fufu no. Enu an wo ye nu. Enti se wo hwa fufu e won pam wo dom ni we nu a. Wo ho susuna bia wom. Wo nso de body ni menke no fufu papa bi.
Eje nie eni afi na fufu na afi na wo bedi pa ne se de wo bedi ne sanya wo fa mojaduro. Ano pawia ne anadwo a wo koda.
Neat fufu fly e wo wufi a eni gye nko a.
FDA agi ejwedie nkratoi atom.
Obiara yenkunimdifo wo ongalicious abi wa ha promo ni mu. Sikani achedi a ebro 4 million Ghana cedis da wa wo betumi edi. Shishe ongalicious promo pack. Shrimp fa onga powder promo sachet edionu. Ni onga shrimp tablets promo wrappers edionu. Ko onga redemption center biara benwo. Na chiwo scratch card. Scratches so na you will code shrinkunedi. Bobo Costa 713*27#. Na di achedi oha. Sika achedi kopem 200,000 Ghana cedis. Deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances. Ni achedi bebre. Promo nisha say free 15th April cause 15th July 2026. Kawo ho emanem pawo ho. Inshishe kakra ho. FDA agi ejedi nkratso yatum.
Yamenu ejaba boni di adwa ma wubi eti yamenu afa hin na mahwie fufuo ti ase dada minya wofo yi papa so bafie ni anwie fufuo ya asam aba na so oben wadi fufuo edi mpreni ne mpresa da kro beye de ni ehwie fufuo a akode wonwane
adwa mo adwuma se me ne fi adwuma de mini fufuo kakra ba o medie no ene wato metwa mada pasa aso wo kanya matire nyira
wati ate na make am meboa
eba do di common the sense ya de obra to otwa fufuo ai wo drum pam na wo ma siu na wo timu aba na wo sadade na wo timfra kwada ne nyina tuatwa make say ya need food sadaroma wo bia mani ye pa ya wa ya mbode fufuo ne mankan fufuo a wa ne powder wo da gu da kama ya ya fra no need fufuo
eni anu bi na masori ba until izi kama me di ye yo
sesebia
mama hwe oh ebia need fufuo eye kama say bode fufuo ne mankan fufuo papa bi na wo ka say twan eposim na ede na me so ka so ancho simanu mpe no wawie no ahie wo kwa papa bi aguso
be chese de ama mani kura agisa need fufuo ho ama me ko tobi kura ba ne say se de Ghana for sipom fufuo no enu an wo ye nu enti se wo hwa fufuo won pam wo dom ni we nu a wo ho susuna bia wom wo nso de bode ne mankan fufuo papa bi
eje nie eni afi na fufuo na afi na wo bedi pa ne se de wo bedi ne sanya wo fa mojaduro ano pawia ne anadwo a wo koda
need fufuo e wo wufi a eni gye nko a.
FDA agi ejwedie nkratoi atom.
Okay, FM 101.7.
All right, so we are back after the commercial break. 26 minutes into 9. Ade Akye Abia weekend special edition. So, and your way in the studio this morning. Abdul Hamid, a member of the MPP communication team, and then Anasafo Ojaba, a member of the NDC communication team. My message free Safoswe. Bank of Ghana, as a Ghana for Yum Shisu, so which is which? Yaboka na Yamoka.
Nana, you see, anytime I mean opportunity will be me come back to my constituency. Because Baby Ayedri, they have contributed very hugely to Baby Ayedri. In fact, me sure baby I shall say free now. I cannot sit anywhere and say I want to commend the good people of Offensive North. Branch registration ekoso akuye branch election ekoso ye register kakra. The election will commence and we are hoping say ni nyina be ye boko. Nana Offensive North constituency yes in case say 2028 yes ye Offensive North seat no.
NDC.
Yes, because your margin of 1,006, 5,006. So you see it immediately seat, you know. President Mama, it's unfortunate you ain't marrying. Now, I commended the executives, you know, from Chairman J. Kamiao, and Honorable Ali Aya, Antia Doma, Women's Organizer, Maria Halidu, Deputy Women's Organizer Kwame J. Afotimo, in fact, myself and Mustafa, a Juma, a year in Offensive North constituency, no. Na ya dey na so any. Nti me catch a delegate and say these people will come back to them again. mpacha omo ba yen hwe adwuma omo ye no na menim say efie bia mu and every human institution bia no maintain me ho ase ne kakra ho but the corp of executives that we had in the 2024 election no it tells we say we are poised to make sure that we will capture the seat 2028 nti ye besa ba bi ye ba mo hwe adwuma ye na mo fa nto aba na maye friction kakra be wo maintain me ho ase ne kasa bi ni ade it's part of yabra bomu nti nyame ya adoma menim say branch election be koso boko na yetima bo ama sankofo no so a maintain no mu seat na o my Ghana nchechire ye no on say NDC for we are the apostles of democracy and we believe in the rule of law. In fact, an intina me your opportunity babetana hanom na fidie se me hwene so aye di nkomoi. The framers of the 1992 constitution omo ne tena ase kurichire 1992 constitution no nana omo anye bibia akwa na omo ye se bebo mimi no mienu ho ban ya bra bom yesikasem ye kone abadie ye bambo ye bibia. The 1992 constitution yeah chaired by Dr. Ade Akye Abia mo chekatamo yewa Johnson Sidin ketiamo the assembly ni hia no mo ye no nana ye nhihye de hihye papa to honom say ye bebo ye ho ban ya bedu sisamri 34 years close to 35 years of democracy under 1992 constitution ye nim say article 182 na wo honom a be sisamri na eno ena ye Bank of Ghana ho odene so near the Central Bank of the Ghana making sure say yesika semon to ye yesika sem begina ye yesika sem ho be hen no a Central Bank of Ghana and article 182 no constitution no edi to me na ma no that one has been established. Now you see government your continuation aban bia ba no aba be ye ne de no okọ aban bia ba no aba be yi Bank of Ghana nipa obeda no obehwe say yesika sem to ye be ko yie making sure that the power vested in him under the article 182 ni nyina be ye adwuma 183 184 185 ni nyina be ye adwuma na sikasem to all the banks in Ghana adwuma ye ni nyina no obe make sure obe supervise nana se sikasem be gina exchange rate debt to GDP whatever economic indicators be ye adwuma ni nyina ye Bank of Ghana kuru ya nana say ye pese ye din komo ni ebusa say the abai eyede na si ya we cannot refuse to do a comparative analysis by taking a retrospective approach. Nana bro bi ofi o say a retrospective approach kwa ye den na na ye besa akoyachi ni aka ye ho so abrabo be na ye nana ye papa obi ahenkan boy abrabo be na oja to ho na ye den ye ba be duru ba bi ye duru. These are the comparative analysis that you cannot do away. As a political communicators, as a policy analyst, as whoever that you free you. Nana, Ghana focus on lie.
Baby, how do you go free there?
Baby, I'm go free no me ba. Yes, losses aba. And I'm giving you the scenario and the reason why we are facing the losses that we are facing today. Yes, admittedly, the losses are there.
Every baby.
That's why I'm saying say you free baby you bedru baby you the losses are there admittedly the losses are there but na you musa say then the man losses in the buy yes ya we ya utima ho fefefe about the same fitai apai then na we pay you cannot do away what happened the reason why we pay you cannot do away with it.
Okay,
so chronologically yeah analysis na you from free baby from mre baby eno be magana ni bia aberuwa bia no wodwoma woton ade whoever is listening to this analysis better no say Dabi ene de asi nei no e wo ba bia free baye na Ghana for sala akoto aba ma MPP for 2016 edo mo mandate MPP for nsa MPP for aba abebu o man no omukọ na have you forgotten say during the time of MPP yes Bank of Ghana enya losses of 10 billion. Have you forgotten? It was there. Say Bank of Ghana nya losses of 10 billion. Nana losses na me ni na yes o. Omi di bi koto computer. Omi di bi koto car tires. Omi di bi koto cars. Omi di bi monitoring and monitoring evaluation. Omo ye contact ro ka kire Ghana for say ade wenti na Bank of Ghana ye losses. yanka no kuruma nana Bank of Ghana adwuma dia hye ne nsa ene adwuma sese wo ye ne se ye sika sam tutu ye be kɔ yie no nana se wo ba na se yeso o bibi NDC you see ade de ba o my Ghana na se yesi ye reset agenda but Bank of Ghana any MPP aban ekofie no na the losses are there one losses are mu ja no ho any the damages o mu cause ye no eno na NDC aba ye repair and it is as a result of the losses that we are having one nana obekaya under the regime of MPP na yentimi service ye debt kwa o my Ghana mu ha ebusia ne yebona bontin nyina recurrent expenditure amortization and consumption nigga kobobosia ne yentimi in fact na me no ka say Ghana the status of our economy B. When was the last time Martin said the economy of the my Ghana mu B? And the LPP the economy was a junk status, in fact not a restricted default, to an extent that the bilateral loan of 1.7 billion the ultimate I say Osman Kenofuyata Emo Kokopacho as a finance minister before MPP time yet meeting the requirement of IMF. Nana, exchange rate, debt to GDP, inflation, a cash and your money na say you be maintaining, you be stabilizing, and it is the duty of the Bank of Ghana to make sure say we stabilize the cedi, we make sure say Ghana for hobehin hawomu, and the MPP flabemu. The exchange rate was close to 17 Ghana cedis. And now we know say exchange rate Abdo 11.2%. And now uko obi owa boso kan. Uko obi oye businessman na need nkoma. Comparatively, it tells you say sika na hu hia no way back than people what power no. And yes sika na obi hia asana what manya 1 cedi. Ana wanya $1. Yes here repair sa na we na what say losses Emma. Nana, you're still maintaining a single digit inflation 3.3% for close to 15 months. And you are saying, say, some losses we. Yes, you reset it, Bank of Ghana, yeah, reset. Sika samu to ye jina ye, and no run mo nyamfo na dwunuma bob bill. To say you are some fee. Ede na ho de ndi nyansa, boa ye wu akese ato forcing. And ye nua ye papa panyin Johnson siama mo. Reset the economy ni be jana na so na say losses Emma. Me no can say a car muja to one 700 and almost 800 billion muja to one and net the debt has reduced to 641 billion. And there was a say yes Jumoria losses and Nana Emma. Nana never talk now port to Kwako ya apart from drastically an iron ross above from a mobile above from and Yamabua above from was a say reset is an Yamaria losses Emma. But under the regime of MPP, the losses, any explanation, I'm the man say mukoto car ties, mukoto computers, muko monitoring evaluation, muja a junk status, muja, in fact, to an extent that yenya domestic debt exchange program. Emma yedin kokwa ne mirafo sika okrom ha. Emma kokwa bit mirafo bit say, ya mame Sofia Kufumu, enyina tisi suicide that be enough is enough. And now IPP can net the energy sector debt and net the whole case to forcing the finance minister we are making sure say we are servicing our debt, we are paying the debt that you left behind, and all these are coming from the Bank of Ghana, and you are saying say we are not going to have we are not going to incur any loss. Admittedly the loss are there, but yemfa mo brabone and then look say Minia Abdo I enjoy the single digit inflation in fact we are projecting, we are expecting say in the upcoming days you bet about 3.1 3.0. That's what we are expecting. And now buying in the Bank of Ghana, you are Sami fee, you are to forcing, you are Johnson Siama, and the management of the Bank of Ghana are doing a fantastic job. So now these losses that we are having today is as a result of Brabwa MPP. You see, the KPMG, sa issue na buy a yewa kanfuyata, edia tu bata free krumha. One of the worst finance minister, wabu or my Ghana finance minister we I went to mention the krum. You are to forcing. O the deputy finance minister we okrum ha wanko ba bia you ra setekpe okrum ha wanko ba bia o papa mi na nta okrum ha seka okrum ha abna o sasa okrum ha. It is only kind of oriata enko na agu o my Ghana we as finance minister we gonna free krum hanom. So the losses that we are having today is as a result of the bad governance and the junk status that you left behind. exchange rate around 17%, 17 Ghana cedis, and now I say exchange rate is 11.2, and now kuta 11 cedis ubenya $1. But more time than and then debt to GDP ratio. You can attest to the fact say that this government, NDC government under President Mahama and its executive and administration is doing a fantastic job.
Right.
So the losses are there, admittedly, it is there. But you can't change the MPP for you see, say a probia manaka say Ghana boka losses are bad. And you go upon Krumamo. And yet Dennis Nakawajamo, they have no Lucas classicus to come and talk about say
they don't
have any Lucas classicus. Say on Baba say and the losses gabo my Ghana. When no more ba mu na anu ye. Mu di di foreign reserve na. And now me no can say MPP mu opportunity say mo ba better na ka che Ghana for be press conference. And you see they are saying he said the loss are 34 billion or so. Me nua no pam cho enkonta no. Munye ni ye. First na me think the opposite there the MPP ni a. Fa she bukum. And me nua Abdul eti hey wa ku school kakra. Minya usia ko jo pon kroma maka tro mo say calculation o mo ye Ghana for entirely na nya de se befa
and do 34.
So admittedly the loss are there. It's 14 to 15 billion. That's how it is. So losses number but ye catch Ghana for say losses no is as a result of paying the debt that the MPP left behind. Is as a result of making sure say we stabilize the inflation, making sure say a big jam now so my minu ye hwan high. I'm not coming to here and justify saying ye more car any more car, but I can't say if you are doing a comparative analysis, you have to do a retrospective approach, making sure say a fan ye free I'm your baby and you will be the boss abrano. So because government's a continuation baby abedruno as I say yes to us close to 15 months in this 16 months in why you we yen say economy no ejana na so ye establish gold board for you asam je fit ya adwene nyansa ne hye papa e tie ayinachi because Bank of Ghana nkwa na wa konya so be trading in gold business. So if losses are there, that's a losses in ya chiro, you can feel it, you can experience it. Oh my God, no who say ABCD na losses and ya say dia it tells you say oh my God na hanu no NDC amanyoku a edi no kore na ye kan ko making sure say the economy no be gina na so ye nyina obi afa no tuma pa efira.
Abdul na nipa mo de ahwede ba fie once na ba mu jawa ko bo obi kwadu
Bank of Ghana and some media mefano on 3 or 4 legs. First of all, the Bank of Ghana edi nejuma ewie for the year and a fiscal year sena broni bekano no o kwan a ofaso ansana ejuma di a wedi no odi fuja no ebe babontin na Bank of Ghana edi sa ejuma ni wi ani na eyade a emra ne kire o odi na ejuma wie no wan fan koma finance minister Emma finance minister ba parliament abe present na aba bontin ma mene won so ya bebie mu kakra se ye be kan ho asema odi na djuma wie no ena odi koma NDC party ena NDC party no so e de man communicators but omunim say communicators na nkasa on their own e be ye press conference and e be addressing media e discuss this reporter eri asembe ba no oni made o mo ye eno mo de ma MPs ni bi ena communicators ni bi call parliament nti wo hwe the first time Bank of Ghana reports year ba MPs ene address ye ba obehu se na party communicators ni bi etwa MP ni hu ayeden e share wo parliament
na wan
oh say ataisa ne addresses our press conference
na ataisa so MP
me ba say me come asem sometimes me say me fa no into the oh asem we there o kasa nyina na wo say na me true nti mami nkasa nti enom de ma ataisa wo be hwa na NDC communicators omo nye MPs ejina hobi enom de report ni betudwa enu mpo no omo ni Ghana fo ndi no kre what it is no omo anfa ntudwa and na MPP minority it is they be even po before answer na me call no So why you ready say we need Ghana for ebedi no kre and I say sebi asema wo ka no ugidi say no kre no you say Bruni Beka say that is the truth, nothing but the whole truth. So ugidi say no so we befa kwan a ya hyehye na odi be den odi be tudwa because unsuro hwe unim say we need Ghana for eden edu ne kre but odi command communicators any MP and MP bedding announce it. But that time no, the minority led by Honorable Kojo Upon Kroma with good vigilance and research prowess no, they were able to get what the actual figures is. And a Sunday minority addressing a press conference led by Honorable Kojo Upon Kroma. And catch say and our losses near then at 34.9 billion. So okay. And Omobeka say, oh, and no cre. Yamboka say, Sana, that is not the whole truth. And a Bank of Ghana and Kasa, yeah, back and forth. On a book of your punk from heart to heart. Or moves and no. Heat in a banner. Senya, heat in a tier no. And I feel almost started say almost suma for we be on social media. No macho Bank of Ghana on your losses say. But meanwhile, these same people in the past, Bank of Ghana posting losses under the NPP government. Say, hey, then a central bank boka ki. Not just from the start. My already say money ain't no credit.
No more printers can go.
What am I say? Even from omo start omo ban na omo nya radio wo hwe 133 na omo ka say omo de ma youth ejuma wo krom ha no enu mpo de omo nya radio mpo say omo bedi so te no de fanto nchen ye de yenim se ne omo tia omo bo omo bra because ye hu mahama 1.0 da nti 2.0 ni de expect anything different and as ankofu ya san ye den e bai na wo hwe 2017 MPP e ba abemu. That is before COVID. You better inflation at what? 18%. You the perform to 8%. Sometimes numpo yanka say, ya eden, ya boke bio, yanka. You buy 2017 no so no. You better your gold reserve at 8 tons. You be increasing no call 31. And also no, ya nyeden, yanka say ya boke bia. Cruise way by ya. Ombe increasing from 31 to 38. That is almost a day 7 within a short period. Omaboka.
I like the short period.
Omaboka. And I feel more catch say a canoe more bonina no. In Shishaya, Omodia 2 economy no one. Omodia ede. Internal my ede. Omaboka. Let me even stay on there. No, or real home nam kesi. Or see economy na rent a cost, water a cost, electricity a cost, transport fares a cost. Teachers ni enyuma ye fobi complain so ma ejuma 13 months. Into omoka. Goods and services were on the rise. And now me who news card be. And no me who here no me say no e bia na fake. And I mean, who research and say no, no creole kind. Honorable Akamba, Joshua Akamba. What's the price of goods and services cost opposition for? Now say publican AI who said then about port and who sends them. So who send ya and also Emma importers air complaining. Yet to chroma and the rent control. Jumapan or more ye. But mama who say no, rent prices are increasing. All over. Electricity a cost, water a cost. Dollar numpo a see above from numpo enya available. And then say who or more dollar account. Or musika or mudia koto banka or mudia see no or more musika. So muko yimpo a say they will take it. Or they then prove bebre and send away. Dollar numpo enya easily accessible still. Say okay statement we almost say BOG got the rate and Abuchi got the dollar. And there's still Abuchi na $1. Nti hihye ni na uye. Nka ye any problem. Sem so me ye Ghana ni. Me koto me dijuma, me tonyama, me ye business, me ye one or two. Say price aba for ma enye MPP NDC asemu. Enye obi na beka me na me bo aban na baso. But who did now say the economy is strong and I say and the losses are why ye ni na. Nema wo ye ni na so yes ye bi o. Ba ya mboka. Senya wo wa boka no. And even within a short period. Na afei amanfo ho enye den ehihia o. Na ho nya akọ no bi. Itisisi ano. Itisisi ano yenye ne den. Oh, it ye press you with all these facts. Ansana afei so who's honorable Kojo upon Kruma take your on san no mu se no hit ni ye na Bank of Ghana nkasa afi unu afi ono nkasa beji obeja tu ba who say throughout no mu ja so nko mu ya ma mu set agenda ni say Abdul o kasa no me din o na mo problem ya wo hwe ya matro.
That's why we are not speaking to what.
No, who's 70 na? Ghana boy should me at my address in.
What's 17%? 17 Ghana exchange rate. I won't come with them.
Oh, I don't see how. Okay. Bank of Ghana no ejama MP no any communicators. Anya no cre say. But Honorable Kojo upon Kruma nim say nkomo a wodi no oni MPP minority na nim say nkomo na omudi no. And no crack one. They went all out and maintained it. Today, the Bank of Ghana itself has come out to admit, say, indeed, the losses are 34.9 billion. Meanwhile, they initially came to report only what? 15.6 billion. Anamebwa. And the Pomuka say operational losses. Anna, it is said the way I buy our person in Ghana for no credit. Sebi se nyema akoso wo krom ha obi le be ka kire o se mi nue ono abai o so ejuma o bust
are we not service na debt
o kase o problem a paper ni ana me o sa wo pen nti chiro
no you see you are not speaking to them. Are we not service na debt
I'm not here to answer
giving you for
if you have a problem.
What happened?
If you have a problem, jot it down.
If you
have an opportunity.
Mention the
what am I saying? Meanwhile, you are more boss. Okay, you are smart.
You are not speaking to the fact.
Yeah, confusing me.
Baby,
I'm Jina Nana. So, maybe I'm
energy sector.
Oh, Nana. Oh, my man, I see. Me know the issue, Nana. So,
Nana, energy sector. Oh,
in common, you do.
Okay, well, Nana Brown.
And I was so kind of crutch. They were on waiting and kind of crunch regional minister now. Or kind of crutch tourism minister. No, I want one yard. Who the uncle? On no castle age more bust. Osumi be our jacket ya, or JPEX, or Becani can once a year. By now, Becquabont in Land Cruiser and the sea or the buy. Can you home? And energy minister. Energy minister. What was our video? No.
W.
Oh, my producers in check it.
No, yeah,
or quite especially the convoy. No,
and food room one.
Hey, who's a crying yet?
Na quite na last 14 months here to do. Hey, quite Abdul, you see? Oh, and why are sorry? That's why I'm sorry. Nana, it's a custom penway. Why, Papa, and Anu, energy minister. Why are 14 months here to do? Nana, Massa, why are sorry? No, and on a party of friends. Why are sorry on a page? When you, Nana, so we are Papa, I don't know, energy minister, Conan, you find us, Nana, into CIN. What dear, Major with a casa. I'll talk about you, mammy. A quiet one, you could go.
Economy no more can was him. Obium, omope, any omo paper.
A more prices.
Oh,
a more bag.
I say, omo blame me. Yeah, I will position, say, Yanni ama. Prices of goods and services are costly.
There's also a honorable Akamba near Maso. Host or shop now will be MPP or Abdul shop. And so near Maso. We MPP want to so da Nana or shop now will be Nana. Oh, so Cassan me do. No, Mr. Shop now will be Mimi no team in Yama, but me responded to need enough or no interjection. Maybe with a cook. It's Sisia Aquaba. Say Bank of Ghana Bejatum say. Asema na minority ne kano
nokre. Indeed, losses need say na net here 34.9 billion. But yeah, by the minority number announce 15.
Daily graphic.
Oh,
one publish daily graphic.
So food no bet message.
MP before the old. MP ni there.
Daily graphic.
Daily graphic is state
guide. So I'm cause MPP ni ayina.
But I no crazy say losses ni ejina saying.
Loss on 15 billion.
Oh,
na we enya MP for imamere.
Oh. Nana.
Source be mamere.
It is here then eh. Okay. You see a Bank of Ghana na nkasa e the statement abetu abontin. Agi losses na yeden. Atum. Intermediate advice I'm on my NDC ne say they should take this opportunity that Ghanaians have given them to govern this country very serious. Honesty is very important in all dealings. The minority came out and we give the actual figures, even as a minority. Today, the Bank of Ghana as an institution that is governed by law have come out and told us what the actual loss is. We've seen it and we are grateful to them. In all their dealings, they should continue to be transparent. They can't hide anything from anybody. And then right away. Then I'll bet me the COB. All
right.
Now, after losses, no more they can say, why you see, prices are cost so rent, hey, electricity, hey, water, hey, Bibia, teach, Aketua Kramuntimintia. Education minister say mbe employee 7,000. No abe employee 10,000 or 2,000. Bibia ni nambasa security services ebimu omo allowances bi embaye. Dollar no so I will see about from no so enya available. Still Bibia ni namabochi so.
Security service no normal.
Enti economy no anase oman na nkasa no mu bu ni sen.
Security service
no mu bu oman no.
All right.
133 policies so am promising youth ambenya ejuma aya omo sabe ko manum the youth believed in omo to abama omo no up to ene mi hu ejuma obi aka che wapon obepon 12 na ehia baby hwi ni hosa frakadam aban
nana okay
and 2 minutes in start from now
me ba okay say ya papa Dr. Baumia pese ka Ghana mutu na nka o meye bampanyini sisi a mebisa se Dr. Baumia oba obeye den
o mebu o man
nje oba Dr. Baumia ba inflation na 3.2% no ebeba 1.1% na Dr. Baumia ba ebeye exchange rate na 11.2% no
so only good purchase domestic good purchase program any na happy enye ni na ebo am enye ni na
so mama nkasa adwuma we ni mi o Abdul Dr. Baumia ba 11.2 exchange rate no abeba form Dr. Baumia ba yen public debt na ye close to 800 billion and ne present ma daworo magonja ni tenten na ho fefefe no na daworo manti I drop it to 641 billion. Also Dr. Baumia ba
and edi ni kroma ni krofo atema wanya
also Dr. Baumia ba ni nyina beba form. You see say otna ham na wo yes anya ma we ya Ghana fo bebusa say Abdul me kwa bebusa say nti o ma me we sana me bisa wo de wo ye no o ma me we nana bo amana ye musa Abdul say ne ma me we
no pen baby anu ma me wa ye
because me pesa me hu baby Abdul ma me wo Abdul oba okra o ma me say oba okay ene ma wo ye na ha na pay no anapa wa ya asoro me pesa me busa o ma me
oh ensema ma kenyina onya nke bi o
you see
I can't 1 minute.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Nana, want me and diffuse the fact that Muja can to ho. Ama ya by service under the energy sector. Want me and diffuse the fact that Mudi did the foreign reserve to an extent that near to me quite drama son kobobusia bium. Is it not established? Is it not fact to say? No move free abemu no move free abemu no Ghana your public debt no na kwa do 800 billion. Is it not the fact say and na na exchange rate no na close to 17 Ghana cedis na minimum say onya opportunity no e ka baka say Ghana for say nsama oja babbo so nyina oboa enya no kure admittedly
You are running away from the facts and figures that have been putting out there by saying, say, Bank of Ghana Babon Tiabediatum. Let's assume, say, 34 billion. Yeah, assume me. Say 34 billion. Is it not a fact, say, we are servicing our debt? Is it not a fact to say, you IPP carry down Amuja 2 or 2 and extend that as a said Ghana country, you shut it down. $393 million was paid by Dr. Kesel at Fossen. Saka we nyamu na muja to honom. And then mu bagana bebu amamu troka de call junk status. And now no kase ye obi. Is it not the fact? Abdo, is it not the fact say near the China for a bilateral loan of 1.7 billion to understand that as a over Kenofurata and the wire to Quaternia will be an so proceeded to Paris. And send the meeting the requirement of IMF. Say 3 billion of them every year be on my 1 billion. NDC part 1 under President Mahama going to IMF. Now you smooth. But now, me no can say money support yourself and also electricity boy kosoro. The term conditionalities and the MPP and send the meeting the requirement. I'm coming.
Abdul 2 minutes now.
Electricity increase near IMF then. I would have to come on that.
I don't have problem.
On that. I don't have problem. Okay.
It's part of the term conditionalities.
Okay.
Opa kacha me say me boa. Yantu kania mu quarterly no, it is part of the term conditionalities and the IMF. And I will say kania bo kosoro. Ensuo bo kosoro. Say yamu na no mo wa ba mu a, we back na exchange rate near 17% and ka beto kania bo say. Nana, now people wa ba na exchange rate near 17% no. Na ka beto kania bo say. Na ka beto ensuo say, gogo ni ye. You are having a tablet here. Google it to bring the 10 conditionalities and the IMF. The 10 conditionalities and the IMF. Bring it. To now exchange rate 17%. No. Say neya. And kabetu kania bo say. And kabetu ensuo bo say. In fact, $1 the kabetu ya say. These are some of the things that person would dispute. These are some of the things that a person would dispute. Not to say, if you want to dispute the fact that I'm saying, may say, increment of electricity by quarterly is part of the 10 conditionalities and the IMF. Catch him, Samibwa. What are you saying?
Thank you. Abdul.
Oh, you ready? Mami Yusu.
Okay. Medasi. When you say, Edinejuma. Oh, bien minimum. No, I can't king. Again, no. But you see, the realities are on the ground for everybody to see. Say make us electricity akosro no no kre. Make us water akosro no kre. Make us edwumayefo aye edwuma 13 months. O market you am no no kre.
No kre wahin.
Ono aye edwuma boss ono agye ne de.
Nana. Oh, condition number 6. 10 conditionalities and IMF. Condition number 6.
Abdul 2 minutes.
Abdul they use 2 minutes no. Na enu na je kan ma me. Msro.
What am I say?
Musa about to acquire online no ontie.
Iti sa we paper so good economy a omo taute no. Ni na nya no kre. Sa me ni nyina ne obi a ye studio a nyina ye Ghana for. Ye di akotene ye koba.
Condition number 6.
Oh, I don't know who you say. Oh, the kasa na my dio. Ba me kasa na opese wo interrupt me. I don't know who you say.
Condition number 6 na am say kan. Nana say wa ha wo ka.
What am I say? It's from the start no on this BOG matter no. Now kofo we enye ready say omuni ebedi nukre because omudi eni ommoja mu say omuni Ghana fo bedi nukre. De bia da no. Ompese omu painting ye ma huhunan no ma kofefa nsem bia ba. But on the real issues on the ground no. Omu fail. Even omu campaign promise coming person me call. The promises that they made to Ghanaians, the pacts that they had with Ghanaians, they haven't fulfilled any. Most, especially their 133. They be a mini opportunity. So 133 we me kai omo moka.
Abdul, you run away from what I said.
Oh, Mama can say,
as a result of conditions. Condition number 6.
And the next time I base and the condition number 6.
That one come just you. Oh, condition number 6 was a quarterly tariff adjustment, including electricity and water tariffs. Condition number 6 under IMF. The government is trying to mitigate the challenge that we are having. You cannot run away. This is the condition number 1.
The next time Abdul Shah will be more
unless I'm lying. Reformation of the corporate tax income by phasing out tax holidays and exemption. Condition number 3 also reducing custom exemptions. Increase progressively in personal income tax. Income tax will be grouping up. Condition number 5 automatically adjustment fuel levies by exchange rate, moving and inflation. Condition number 6 quarterly tariff adjustment, including electricity and water tariff. Condition number 7 government can employed only 0.5% currently labor force. Condition number 8 a limit to the rate at which the government can increase the salary. You see, all these 10 conditions is the reason why we are facing the challenge we are facing. And the government under John Dramani Mahama and the finance under Dr. Kesi Auto-Forcing is trying to make sure that they will meet the challenge.
PURC letter.
Read. Read the PRC letter.
Emma reason Cynthia.
Read.
Oh. Emma reason Cynthia. Electricity. Ekoso.
Yeah, the best next week.
Now reason. Ose.
Mame
bosso. Next week yabani asambe kaso. Opa next week. You make way one of the major.
Next week
major way. Next week yabani starting.
Read this.
So that there will be more time. Almost say the Ghana cedi dollar exchange rate 1 inflation and a price of natural gas and a electricity generation mix. It's a no credit. Me say meba nyabotre. It's a no credit. Say conditionality is need be say was electricity price e cost. Ejuma mu nya ni ye. Intia mo sheda mo pese Ghanaian say bre. Intia na mo increasing electricity prices.
So
no ntuabi.
Michel Addo. Hey, Abdo. Nana, Michel Addo.
Yabeda Abdul Hamid Zaki Yase, a member of the NPP communication team. Anaya Dananasa Jaba, member of the NDC communication team. Ase penifo ne bebo ayema ene semwa edi him the J center stage ewo political discourse awodo yina mu no ya peni nua gubre ya peni pomasi bre papa. Bringing the time to 6 after 10. This is where we draw the curtains down on 9th May edition of Weekend Special Ade Akye Abia. Kami aduma watching number 7 to 9. Season of restoration. Mayensia niemfa na watching Radensa. On that note, Chief Captain Field Marshal Ohenena na Kwame Amo, heavily produced by Isaac Opoku. Isaac Kojo Opoku, Abigail Ashley, and producer at large. Family will see a diomi. Yadamuna Masinami Adumana, what you said. Weekend special edition of Ade Akye Abia will be on, and we hope to have Abdul Hamid and Anasafu again for part 2. Now you try to the free PURC, especially when it comes to electricity and same year. We are interested, Then you better share health and so. Now, very for the all right, so DJ Flat takes over the radio from now. Wapim said 2 bope Abigail Ashley Day Mohoye Ebeba. And we will talk health to make a date at 2. All right, so may your day be blessed. May it be productive and successful. God bless.